Okay, cool. We're going. We're going. It's been a while. Haven't been doing this stuff frequently, but I'm here. I did already do this story on my own, as I usually do. But, you know, I've been busy with other things, so I don't stream as often as I have been. Am I already at Pentaconing? I guess I am. Anyway.
Miss March 7th is looking for you everywhere.
We got the new story.
I don't know the
Going to be
details
doing
either,
new story things.
but she told me that if I see you, I should remind
I
you to
will
check your
preface
messages.
at the beginning. While I did really like a lot of the lore and stuff
She also
added
said
in this
that
story,
some
I was
things
not
you
happy
miss
with this
are
patch.
actually extremely important.
And it was mostly because of a lot of the reuse scenes. It felt a lot like watching an anime that was catching up to the manga. So the filler patch had to reuse a lot of clips from previous episodes. Aside from that, though, I actually don't know if I even like the idea that. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. I'll talk about more of my opinions when we get there afterwards. But there was a couple things I didn't like about this patch. Some of the same things that felt about as insulting as Penacony did in the first place.
Of course I like it. Big Sis Dahlia always knows what's on my mind.
So that means we'll be companions again on the next Trailblaze mission?
Of course. I deliberately picked up my pace for that. Though, sadly, I still missed out on some things.
I do really enjoy Christina V's voice acting. She always does a great job. She sounds a lot like her role as Darkness in Konosuba here. But, she does a great job every time she does anything.
Here. Big Sis Dahlia has been asking about you non-stop. Whoa, whoa! Have you gone mad? Did you forget that we should never mention words like old or senior in front of Big Sis Dahlia?
He's just been on a roll with these kind of jokes lately.
No worries. It's okay if he forgot. He's always preferred the latest new thing. Maybe he picked up that bad habit from me. Long time no see. Now, does anything ring a bell?
None at all. Trying to get my info and stuff settled in at the same time, but then that's all the way in the other room, so I can't see what the options are. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't actually have the ability to say anything.
What's wrong? But what? Don't tell me. You forgot something?
Who exactly are you?
What's gotten into you? Dalia's give you amnesia? How could you forget about Big Sis Dahlia? She was the one who helped you suppress the rampaging Stellaron back at the space station.
No, that was Welt. Who also has no voice lines this quest.
Exactly! What's wrong with you? Totally! It was Big Sis Dahlia who dealt the final blow to that Lord Ravager the first time we went to the Cienjo. You haven't forgotten something that big, have you? That was why Big Sis Dahlia had to go back to the garden to recover and couldn't join us in Penacony.
Lady Dahlia's been trailblazing with us for a while now. No, she most definitely has not.
No need for reminders from us. He has spent more time with the Dahlia than anyone else. Why don't you let her diagnose you? She's the Express's resident expert when it comes to matters regarding memories.
Have to save the welcome party for later. Oh,
Oh, come on. Don't just stand there. Hurry up and get over here. It's not like this hasn't happened before. Leave it to Big Sis Dahlia. It'll be fine.
I concur. If there's an issue with memories, then we'd better not waste any time.
Why are you all... No. This isn't right.
I'm going a little heavy on the chromatic aberration there, aren't they?
Listen. You'll face betrayal, lose your way, and seek answers. It was a wish of the cosmos that set you in motion. And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the destiny of finality.
Hang on.
We're getting more and more into finality, which I think is probably so far the most interesting part of the story.
Well, this is quite unusual. Your memories are quite tricky. Is someone protecting
I think
those
previously,
memories?
before we started getting more into the finality with the Stellaron Hunters and stuff,
Let's try again then.
the most interesting part was probably the hunt path with the Xinjiao. But as we get further and further through, it's like, I don't know. I think the finality stuff, which seems to be the actual real overlying end goal, is becoming more interesting.
Destiny is much like memory, since it twists and turns.
You're not
like a
Black
maze.
Swan. Stop it.
Even the vastness of the cosmos isn't too great for those fated to meet. Perhaps we'll meet again soon.
You're finally here. Lady Black Swan has something urgent, and you almost missed her. Now's not the time for jokes.
We didn't have to be this direct. Guess there's no point in wasting any more effort, right? Your memories are truly extraordinary. It's as if they exist beyond the bounds of time itself. But why take memories so seriously? Welcome. Would you like me to dim the lights more? Don't worry, I haven't harmed your companions. What you've seen
Yeah, that was all just like
stays
an illusion.
between us.
Sort of. I don't know if you call it an illusion. I think it was probably inside our head, in like a memory zone or something.
I'd feel a bit hurt if I didn't leave any impression on you at all. My name is Constance, an ordinary memo keeper. If you'd like, you can do what everyone else does and call me the Dahlia for now. It's a bit complicated to explain, but through certain methods, I've brought you into my own heart. We could be watched if we met anywhere else. This is the only place where I can feel safe sharing secrets that should stay between us. Let me apologize. I thought that becoming someone you are familiar with would make things easier, or simpler. Take it easy. That's exactly why I came to find you. All your questions will be answered. Let's start with the first question. Now, slowly turn around.
Oh.
And witness your own death. How does it feel to see your own corpse like this? I know death doesn't faze the nameless. It's practically just another day at the office for you. So don't worry. This scene isn't real. It comes from something you're all too familiar with. This was foreseen by the script. It's another possible ending for you in Penacony, but it was prevented by the Stellaron Hunters long ago. It's a tomorrow that never came. In other words, it's a non-existent memory.
There's Elio.
Actually, I'm one of them. That's quite the incredulous look. Like the others, I can't reveal too much. Even if we are hidden in this place, we can't escape from omnipresent destiny. But I trust you won't be surprised by a Stellaron Hunter's sudden visit. After all, that's what our two groups are.
She's not a
Astral
Stellaron Hunter.
Express travels in pursuit of the light, casting long shadows in its wake. I'm here to tell you
They
only
wouldn't take her.
one thing. Your memory of Penacony is incomplete. A part of it has already been stolen.
Yeah, so this is actually one of the things I didn't exactly like about this patch. And I think maybe if this was
That's hard to say.
like a show
but the
or a
gravity
comic,
of
I
the
wouldn't mind this as
situation is
much.
clear.
But playing a
Someone
video
maybe
game,
forgets some
or especially
critically
one that's like a
important
long
information.
running live service
Either way, I
where
must help
you're
you
the player,
recover
so your agency is the
everything
one that
about
forces the
unknown.
story to progress. It feels kind of cheap. It's like Yeah, the things that you didn't actually go down the way you thought they did.
It's not surprising. Have you ever kept a gentle pet? They can always guess what's on your mind, always actively
It just feels a
trying to
little
please
insulting
you.
as a player.
Memories work the same way, if you ask me. Once your brain discovers a void in your memories, it'll carefully fill in the gap on its own.
But basically what this
whether you need it or not.
this
I
patch
will
that we're
keep
playing
my
did is it
promise.
showed
I will
some of the
awaken
things
your
that we never
memories
saw from
and
Penacony, which
save the
was
cosmos's future.
the story before
Perhaps
Amphorius, the one
I can
from
also take this
a year
chance
ago.
to peek into your past. Which,
But it also
if you ask
rewrites a
me,
few things from
should be
Penacony, and it
quite
crams it all into
interesting.
this patch. It's actually not that long of a patch
Don't worry, I won't do anything
compared to the stuff we've
inappropriate.
been doing in
It's
Amphorius.
just strictly
It is
business.
it's a filler patch at the very end.
Please,
I think the
let me
next patch
touch
after
you a
this is
little
going to be
bit.
4.0.
It's the only way I can probe through memories. You'll need
But,
some gentle stimulation to recover your forgotten memories. So
doesn't
brace
mean
yourself.
we'll necessarily finish this in one go.
Let us now go back to where it all began and see what exactly went wrong.
Because short compared to recently, it's still probably pretty
Don't
long.
let the memories overwhelm you, and don't worry about getting lost. Remember my voice. Remember the touch you feel at this
I
moment.
technically finished this
It
in
will guide you back to me.
3 sittings
So, what did you see?
the day the patch went live, but that's only because I had to stop to do the vomitorium,
Seems like a rough start.
and then I stopped to do
Don't
my
worry.
dailies, and then I picked it back up
Chaos is
again.
pretty
But I did
normal
finish
at
it
the
before
beginning.
going to bed, so it's probably not that long.
Remember where this journey began?
We'll just see how long I feel like being
the
here today.
land of the dreams, located in the Memoria-rich Asdana star system. At that time, a grand celebration of the harmony was about to begin, and as fate would have it, an invitation found its way into your hands. The family's esteemed guests are cordially invited to Penacony to participate in our grand celebration. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber? There, you encountered Adventurine, an IPC executive who appeared to be answering the invitation alone.
I wonder how
Actually there to reclaim
either
lost
helpful or
territory.
confusing this patch was
He
for newcomers.
desperately sought allies,
Because there's some
attempting to
people
tip
who
the family's scales with himself alone.
just started this year,
And then there was
and I think
Sunday,
no matter what, you
the
have to
former
go
head
and
of
beat
the Oak
through
family,
Belobog,
a pathstrider
the
of the
Urilo
Oak,
6, right?
who
You have to
would
do her to
soon
space station, you have to do
usurp the
Urilo
power of
6.
the harmonious choir
But I think
and
after
become
that, after you
your
get your
enemy.
paths, because they give
There
you all the
was
different
also
paths for the
his
Trailblazer
sister,
right away now,
the
I think you
renowned
can quick
Rob.
start
She was meant to
to the
perform
most
on
recent
stage,
patch. So there's a lot of
but
people who
got
just played
caught in a
Amphorius maybe,
series of
and never even touched
unfortunate
Penacony.
events, and in the end, found herself as lost as
Maybe some
any
of them just
God's
grind
family.
through the whole thing, but that's like hundreds of hours of gameplay.
Have there been gaps in your memories from the very beginning? This
But if you didn't play
quite
Penacony, this
troubles
would be
me.
confusing
Where
as
should I
heck.
begin? Right. Let's start with her. You must remember. That girl who called herself an artist and was hunted down by the family. Of course, her true identity is no longer a secret. What you see as a first encounter is actually a long-awaited reunion for her. Let's begin our story here. Think of that girl who could neither enter dreams nor wished to wake. Why did she slumber with you?
Is this what dreams are? I can't see anything. Can't hear anything. Nothing exists except darkness. I don't understand.
Oh yeah,
Lots of people
for those who
belong to
forgot
this
or
darkness.
didn't play the game or watched when we did it, Firefly being a
Don't move yet.
test tube
I'm gonna
baby
hurt
cloned
real
human
bad.
soldier weapon, human
Is
weapon.
surgery over?
She
Yeah. As expected, you can't
cannot
recover
dream.
the
She never had the
ability
ability to dream.
Even after paying such a heavy price, we only get one shot at this.
It's fine. One chance.
Agent 47 versus
Is all
Michael
I need.
Myers.
Is
I'm assuming
anything
you're
else
talking
I need to
about the killer
Just
from the
don't
slasher
die.
series Halloween.
Take a breather. Once the
If so, then
calibration
Michael
is
Myers.
done, I'll let you officially enter the dream.
Unless you're limiting it to the original Halloween, where Michael Myers was
I'll be able to
genuinely
enter
just a
that
normal
land of
person,
dreams.
then Agent 47
Don't
easily.
get your
But if you're
hopes up.
extending it to
It's
the
just
entire
maybe.
continuity of
The dream
Halloween,
might not come true.
Michael Myers kind of became
I've been waiting
unkillable.
for this day. People always describe it this way. Once you wake up, it vanishes without a trace.
So it depends which movie you're cutting it
That's why
off in.
Sweet dreams are so precious.
Sounds like you're just trying to make yourself feel better.
Like in one of them, Michael literally blows up at the end and then comes back in the next movie.
When the day we cross paths again arrives, I think I'll pretend we've never met.
No,
Get to know you
I know.
anew.
I
It's
know.
like starting all over.
I
made
know
a
about
promise
Agent
with
47.
him.
That's why I said
Everything
if
was
you
right
limit it
before
to
I
when
said
Michael was basically just
I
a
had
normal
no
human,
reason not to give it
47
up.
easily wins.
Even
If you
if
add
he's
the
already
entire
forgotten
continuity
you.
to it, Michael wins because there's just nothing that
I
47 can
won't
do to kill him.
forget.
He just doesn't have enough in him.
No matter how this story ends, I want it to begin with a smile. In the future that Elio foresaw, we never had an ending. But I still have the chance.
If you take a different continuity and you put him up
wrestle back
against
from
Rob
fate
Zombie's
or
version,
fright
then
to
47
have
also
beginning.
just easily wins. Because as crazy as he got, he never became more than a mortal.
Thinking
So
hard over there?
Just spacing out for a while. This is my first time dreaming, so it still feels a little odd.
but
Everything
not
here
really a
seems
tough
just
one.
like the real world. It's mind-blowing to think
That's one where the answer is easy. It just depends on where you
still
cut off
lying
Michael.
in a life support pod.
Are you sure? Never mind. Hurry up. The Astral Express has arrived.
How is the situation? Can we avoid the family surveillance?
ID's already taken care of, but there's a snag. Let's walk and talk. Head to the room I prepped.
Oh, that's right. Firefly stuff. I should make a Firefly team. I wonder if theirs is actually better than mine. I should check that out in a second. Obviously, we need... You know what? Screw it. We'll just... True damage because it's stupid. Fugue and Gallagher. That you don't want to separate Firefly from the Trailblazer. Okay. My break effect on this account... Do you have the light count? You do. Okay. Is 158. That's horrible. Especially considering that my other one is like well over 200. Yours, even worse. Oh my god, what? What? Trial Firefly, why would people even use you? Okay. No, we're definitely sticking to mine. Oh wait, no, that was Don Hong. It jumped to him. We don't get to see Trial Firefly stats. You know why? I bet Trial Firefly stats are probably something like stupidly high, and she's probably on like E2 to try to convince you to pull for Firefly. but they don't want you to know that it's E2. I bet that's the case. Because usually otherwise they let you see the character stats. We'll try theirs.
Don't be nervous. Just cooperate with me. Like,
We'll see how much damage it does, and because I just used mine on the other account every time. Hey, look, there's Acheron, lost resident.
This time, I should be on the right path.
You're perpetually lost, aren't you? I like the memes that people do where Acheron is so lost she just wanders into places she shouldn't be. Like inside March 7th's head when she's talking to Evernight or silly things like that.
so, what's the problem?
I hired a helper to slip into Penacony ahead of time to snoop around. She just sent me some intel. There's bad news. The family is borderline all-knowing and all-powerful in the Sweet Dream.
Is there an emanator of the Harmony here?
It's not necessarily because of a person. It could be a phenomenon. Can't say for certain. Anyway, just like the script says, no matter how you sneak in, you'll be found out.
There's not even a single gap? Even just for a couple of seconds?
It's not that we can't create one. The problem is that you're too powerful. You're no small fry. Here in Penacony, you're a colossal threat. They'll be onto you even if you just try to enter the dream.
That means, even if I manage to sneak in, I won't be able to escape the family's pursuit.
Exactly. And a brawl won't change a thing. This is their turf. You'd be throwing your life away.
It might be risky, but I have a plan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Family still hasn't
Firefly's
figured
destroyed a
out who
planet
Stellar
before,
on
so
Hunter Sam
that would
really
be
is, right?
somebody you'd have to watch out
At
for.
least not this branch
If that
family.
person snuck into your world.
Then let's use that to our advantage. I'll activate Firefly Type 4 and attack the Reverie Hotel. I studied their defenses on the way here. Their basic security won't be able to keep me in check. Create a commotion to force Sam in the spotlight. Then I'll rush back here at top speed, and while the chaos is still fresh, dive into the dream as Firefly.
Too risky. It's not worth it to expose our trump card Sam just for an uncertain gamble.
But we're already here. Might as well give it a shot.
Let me extrapolate the route and calculate the security response time. Hold on.
What is it?
Weird. My readings show security is practically non-existent. That doesn't match what you told me. Describe to me what you see, just to be safe.
Describe? It's just your standard hotel setup. Sofa, dream pool, and... Who's there?
Relax. There's no one here. Ah, I knew it. What you're seeing isn't quite the same as the surveillance I see. That is weird. How does that work? Let me fix it. I told you, dreams are never as simple as they seem. How about now?
This place is...
You haven't gone anywhere. You've been here the whole time, saying weird stuff.
This
This is my first time dreaming, so it still feels a little odd.
Oh, see, now we're in the
Everything here seems
dream
just like
version of the
real world.
reverie.
And here I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sorry. Could you jog my memory again? It's a little fuzzy.
I really like the
Following the
music that
script,
plays in the
we
reverie.
secured a discarded dream pool. Wasn't easy. Some IPC lackey decided to fight us for it.
IPC?
Forget it. It's not like they
Sounds
won.
like a theremin mixed in there.
I converted it into a life support pod. Right now, we're both drifting at the edge of the Astana system.
I see. We're using the Synesthesia dreamscape. But it seems I haven't made it into the real Penacony?
This scenery doesn't exactly scream sweet dream anyway. It's probably some kind of buffer zone or something. What you saw just now was probably a mirage.
Right. Then the plan to attack the hotel won't work either.
Exactly. The only thing you can attack right now is me.
In other words,
I have
still
not
look
been
clear.
watching Mr. Beast
And
Gene
we're
Labs
just one
cartoons.
step away from the 12 hours.
You always manage to find
Not only did I not know that was a thing,
pile of bad news.
I'm not going to rush
At
to
least
watch
things are much
anything with
clearer
Mr.
now.
Beast's name on it. That
Let me take
doesn't
a look elsewhere first.
sound initially
Maybe
appetizing.
I'll stumble upon a good entrance to become a stowaway.
You scout ahead. I'll get in touch with the temp helper.
Silverwolf, did you hear something?
I didn't notice anything. Strange disturbances in the memory zone are nothing unusual. They say many memories of the past will replay over and over again.
No. Wait. I'd recognize that sound anywhere.
It's the swarm.
Just as I thought. But
Is a cartoon
why?
meant to sell his mutant toys? Well, at least he understands the purpose of cartoons.
No need. I know them too well.
It's
I say
not
jokingly,
necessarily
but
a real propagation.
that is like why
This
90%
star
of
system
cartoons
went
in the
through
West
storm
were made
disaster
for most of the
long
history
ago,
of
remember?
cartoons.
And it was anything but small.
If you're not selling toys, you're more likely to get canceled.
Are you saying this is just an echo from the past?
Ideally, yes. But it might also be more like a meme. A fear buried in the Asdanians' hearts like a nightmare.
So this dreamscape really isn't under the family's control.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep searching down this path. As for what they really are...
Let me try it out. Then we'll know.
My friends?
Stop.
Indulge yourselves!
I did not want auto on.
Not a bad idea. I choose you. Sam in position.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Mimi! Mimi! Set the seas ablaze!
No holding back. Unite our goals.
Oh, this is gonna be
Dreams of
fun.
the past. Let us dance once more.
I'm on it.
Mimi, Mimi! This is my fight to live!
Gonna just burn through all of my skill points right away.
Way too weak.
Nothing like in real life.
I think we want to pop this guy first. And then we want to do this.
Trust me. We can do anything!
Or just the number of people attacking.
Mimi!
Good job, man.
As we've written!
The remains are gone. Was it just an illusion formed by Memoria after all?
Figures. No wonder a scrapped dream pool isn't worth a dime. Without the family's protection, any regular visitor here is just begging for trouble. Better stay on guard. Not every illusion has good intentions.
Got it.
Also, you can actually just go around them. No one said you have to pay attention to the bugs. That's your bad habit.
Well, when your entire existence was fighting a war against those guys,
To look the other way.
it's kind of hard not to squash them when you see
Never
them.
mind. Everyone's the same. They all try to do something for the past, even when they know it's futile. If it makes you feel better, I'll leave it to you. Just be quick about it.
Thank you. But reliving old memories isn't always such a bad thing, is it?
Looks like this business trip has put you in good spirits.
They did a really good animation back when Firefly was released for her,
Head to the main
where they
lobby.
showed her and a
She
bunch
said
of the other
someone's
ones fighting the swarm disaster, and it was basically
But watch your back.
Henshin
Masked fool.
Starship
Who knows
Troopers.
what they might.
Hello?
And I wish they would do more stuff like that.
The signal's gone.
I'd probably watch an entire movie about the swarm
Here we
disaster
go
war.
again. Huh? The mech won't start. Why? Huh? They didn't attack me. Are they running away? What lies?
It was pretty
into this
intense.
corridor?
Short too. People are dying left and right.
Debris everywhere.
That's the thing about
Weren't they just illusions?
the Hoyo games are they have all of these interesting stories that only exist in the lore, and you get little taste of it. It's like, you know, if you had the budget, I'd watch a whole like
Died from a high heat
20 to
reaction.
minute to 45-minute
Star.
episode. You know, if you want to do an OVA
How can this be?
of that story, if you'd actually be willing to animate it.
Know it all too well. The swarm is one thing.
Some of the stuff that happens in the lore is more interesting than the stuff you end up playing through.
Why would Glamoth's Iron Cavalry appear in Penacony? I hope we can see the stars on the next battlefield. Will we see each other again?
Then we should be able to find each other.
AR-214. Is this what dreams are? Is this nightmare your memory?
All right.
Like they were
Not
talking
the
about
best
doing
timing,
a Genshin
but
anime
that's as far as this first
years
try
ago.
goes.
Still hasn't come out. It was going to be done by
So, how are you feeling?
the
Any
UFO table.
discomfort?
UFO table. But
Strictly
it definitely
speaking,
wasn't
these
going to
are
be
my
following the
memories.
path of the game.
I can't presume to
I think
speak
I'd actually
for
rather them
everyone.
to just adapt random episodic stories that are disconnected
You had just arrived
that
in
take place in the
Penacony at that
Hoyo
time,
verse.
and we're checking
Just
in at the
all
hotel.
cross everywhere. If one of them happened to have been a story in Genshin's past, it'd be fine. But it's like, just choose things. Things mentioned in Impact
By
Third.
now,
Things mentioned
you
in
should know
Star
that
Rail.
memories are both precious and dangerous.
Stuff in ZZZ. Whatever.
I must be extremely careful in allowing all the details of the past to come to the surface. If too many memories come flooding back at once, it would be too much for you to bear. Relax. The
Do like
dust
an
is
anthology
being swept
series, right?
aside, speck by speck. Look. Though part of it was stolen, the memory of Penacony has become clear again. What you just witnessed was her beginning. This dream diverges into two parallel paths. Yours, named the Trailblaze, and hers, named the Finality. These two paths will eventually intersect. And to reach that moment, we must find more contradictions in the memories. You still remember her, don't you? Robin, known by all. You encountered her early on at the hotel in reality. After
The
you
most
entered
famous
the dream,
biomancer in
she
fiction? You
was
mean like
using
somebody
the
that
Harmony's
manipulates
power
life?
to help you adjust to the sweet dream. Oh, it's just that. After your farewell, she had already become a victim of a sinister plot.
Yeah, I don't
when you
know
saw
if-
her again.
I don't know if there's anybody who's like
What did she
ubiquitously the most
discover
famous
during that time that would make her suffer such a
that like
terrible
everyone would
fate?
know of. You'd just be searching for the one that like
This time,
manipulates
we're going
flesh.
to
Oh,
dig
that's even less than I was thinking.
into a past
Um,
utterly at odds with
I don't
the
even know if I can
memories
answer that
you
question. I don't even know many characters off the top of my head that manipulate flesh. If it was manipulating life, which is like literally what bio means, you know, there's people who do plants and can tell animals what to do and stuff like that. But normally, when it comes to the animals, they don't actually change the flesh or anything. They kind of usually leave it to plants,
Surprisingly,
maybe fungus.
I don't feel anything.
Yeah, I don't think I can answer that question.
Well, you are in the dreamscape after all.
Seems like our guest here hasn't gotten used to
I
the
know
transition.
characters that like
Fret not. Feeling a
will
sense
use
of
science and stuff to
weightlessness is
manipulate. I don't know
normal for
anybody
new
that
visitors.
uses some type of magic or
Please guide our
telekinesis or
friend
anything
to
like
getting more
that.
comfortable with the new environment.
Not off the top of my head. I might know some and just am not aware of it. But can't think of one.
Leave it to me. Don't worry.
You probably don't see a lot of those because it's
You'll be
gross.
feeling like your normal self in no time. Even so, tuning is still beyond me.
Don't worry. Keep going.
You'd be dealing with some like body horror stuff.
But brother, this...
What did you do to me?
Relax. Just did some tuning on you with the resonance of the harmony to allow you to control your limbs freely in the dreamscape. Essentially, the dream of Penacony is a world formed by Memoria. Only by fully understanding its nature can you move freely within it. Unless you're one of the memo keepers of the Garden of Recollection, it can be difficult at first to manipulate the Memoria as you wish. Once you've been tuned by the Harmony, you can use the same laws of physics from the real world to understand how the dream world works.
Here you go. I got it. SpongeBob SquarePants.
I've fallen into
That's
my
your answer?
professional habits again. I just can't seem to shake off this urge to be a know-it-all.
Everybody knows SpongeBob. SpongeBob can literally just take off parts of his body, like his arms, to use as tools or other implements and just regrow a new arm. And can butt off and just have even multiple heads and stuff of him. I mean, yes, he's a cartoon character, but I think he falls in that category if it's only talking about manipulating himself.
Sorry, brother.
I'm the one who should apologize. I knew you weren't feeling well, yet I made such an unreasonable
Hey, Zeka.
I should have known.
Yes, SpongeBob is a toon. He could do anything. He's unraveled the universe before.
The real
But that is the only one I could think of that like everybody would know of.
Just as I thought. You figured it out.
Fifth wife, Robin. Dude, I laughed so hard at this part of the story because like Robin starts following us around. It's like, oh my god, she was stalking us on our date with Firefly. Which we're about to get to in like a second.
This is crucial. I'll uncover the truth.
It's like I don't remember her being there in those scenes. Well, of course not, because we don't have any of these
You shoulder
memories.
some of the burden. Did something happen in Penacony?
The Charmony Festival is approaching, and with all sorts of
You would dump
guests
Firefly if it meant dating Robin?
Mr. Gopher
would
must
bet.
focus entirely on the preparations, leaving no attention for other matters. This creates an opening for some people to exploit. If there really is a traitor in the family, now would be the perfect time to make their move.
I heard the Dream Master has fallen ill. Since I came back, I haven't seen him even once.
There was an accident not long ago. He's gravely ill, and I'm afraid he won't be able to appear in his humanoid form for a while. That's why we need to help him even more. Leave the investigation to me. You don't have to worry about anything.
There are a lot of people who like Robin.
Just focus.
The wings kind of don't do it for me. I actually almost wonder like how articulate the wings are
Robin.
on her head.
Never get involved with death in dreams.
Right, like if you went in to give your wife a smooch, right? Would the wings grab you to pull you in closer? Which that could be kind of romantic, but or would it be like, especially if you surprised her, like a bird panicking? Would she have full control over her wings? Because you don't even necessarily have full control over your own body. But like, would she start slapping you with her wings? This just feels like a lot of problems.
I'll go get ready. I won't take up any more of your time. Be careful, brother. And don't forget to save a good spot for yourself.
Of course. Who says I can't play favorites?
Told by Crow you were overthinking the tune thing? Probably.
See you later.
To be fair, you probably overthink most things.
Big brother. You're always hiding your true feelings like this.
You probably overthink and
Acting like
underfeel
everything's fine.
is probably a case.
I saw you at Delight Pavilion.
Because a lot of the differences between things are mostly a cultural difference.
When I wrote
Because
that
genres
letter,
are cultures of
I
their
could
own.
still barely manage to tune. Later things just kept getting worse.
Never been shown to have an issue with them, nor does it imply they would. So you think it's a safe assumption they have control? I think, though, it's that the animators are just too lazy to do anything with them. They almost exist on their head like hair or an accessory.
Any anomalies.
I think we'd actually have to see them in... I mean, they moved a little bit in Robin's animated trailer.
Let's hope this
That's the most animated they've ever been. I think we'd have to see them more in more like fleshed out animated scenes to see if they
wonder how
actually
that's
have
looking
more
for you just
articulation
now.
or anything than they do.
There seems to be a faint dissonance nearby.
It's like the Pepeshi here, right? How much articulation do their puffball have? We don't know because they're all locked in place, since none of the Pepeshi are playable characters or show up in any scenes, which I actually feel like we were ripped off. And maybe it's the fact that a lot of people have complained about child-sized characters like Hook and stuff, but we haven't had a lot of 4-star characters. A 4-star character would have been a great one to put as a Pepeshi, right? Like if you don't like them, you could just ignore them and leave them in the back of your roster, never level them up. But it could have just been like a free character for
I
Penacony.
can't possibly ignore a beautiful lady in trouble.
Hey, look! She has an accomplice.
Ha! Good work. Now we can nab them both in one go.
Stowaway? Seems there wasn't a coincidence. The Bloodhound picked up that strange noise too, just like I did.
Especially like, I don't know. I think all the weirder characters in the game,
If that girl really is
the different less than normal human races,
That's enough, boys.
would be better for 4 stars, right? Because obviously, the bulk of people aren't going to pull for
Open your eyes and take a
something
good
like
look.
a Pepeshi
Is this
or like a
lady the
Borison as a
stowaway we're
5-star
looking for?
character. That's just not the audience of these games.
Huh?
But they'd make great 4-star characters that people who do like them, they can just raise them. And the people who don't, it's like you just sit on the bench. Just stay at level 1.
He's the officer, sent here by the family to maintain order at the Charmony Festival.
I see. Sir, the thing is, we're trying to apprehend a stowaway. And that
I
young
think
lady there looks very
of the repeated
We're sure she's
scenes,
the one.
this is the only one we actually see them redo from different angles, even though they use a lot of the same voice lines. For everyone except for us, because the Trailblazer didn't have voice lines in this scene
Does
originally.
that even make sense? She's
It
our
was just the
guest.
options that we picked.
Well, just get out of my way and I'll take care of this.
But genuinely later,
Something's off.
which I'll point out when we get there.
He's not lying. But why? An officer from the Bloodhound family shouldn't fail to
But
say
there are genuinely scenes where it's like they just
Don't worry.
replay
I
the
believe
exact
this is just
scene
a misunderstanding.
that was in
How
Penacony.
could such a lovely girl like you be a stowaway?
Thanks. Without your kind help, I wouldn't know what to do.
They don't care about Firefly or Penacony enough in general to do the new mission. That's fair.
I need to get going. If you need help, you can reach out to me. through the
I
Young
was
Bloodhound.
digging Penacony the first
I
time
wish you an
around,
enjoyable experience in this
basically
land.
until the last patch, the third one. Third leg of Penacony.
So many people know me.
That one
Maybe
pretty
why
much
she
completely
told
lost me.
openly.
And it kind of retroactively left a bad taste for Penacony to me. Though, I'm probably one of the few people that actually really like Rappa and Rappa's story, the banana one. So that brought it back up for me. But then for like everybody else, that made Penacony worse for them. So I think more or less it kind of made even things out for most people. You absolutely hated it from start to finish. I like the concept of Penacony. I like this whole, there's a world that only exists inside of a
I still
dream.
have the strength to do this.
I even like the whole roaring 20s, Prohibition era American
Although the Bloodhounds mistook
like
me for a
theme.
stowaway,
It's kind of like
I'm a local.
part Vegas, part
My name is Firefly.
New York,
And I'm from
just
the
like what
Irish
cities
family.
kind of look like back then.
I work as a stage performer, although right now I'm just an extra. Success. Thank goodness.
But the
I wasn't
story
discovered.
that was actually going on in it,
That girl claims to be
retroactively
an
just
artist from the
wasn't
Iris family.
wasn't really good.
I can't hear any resonance in her voice.
Well, we can talk about that another time. Right now.
You hate
I
the
wanna
anime
do
genre.
what
Anime's not a genre.
Here we go.
Anime's a culture. No, I'm sorry. Anime's not a culture.
If I'm
Wrong
wrong
word came
about
out.
this,
Anime's a medium.
I'll make it up to you properly.
It's just
afterward.
animation. You probably just dislike the Japanese culture. That's probably it.
Since this is your first time here, I say we start with the easiest games. The Dreamy Rose.
The enemies being obscenely annoying ruined it for... Oh, like the TVs? Yeah. And there's a few other ones, but like I know the TVs pissed a lot of people off even just the first time, and they're still around. You never get away from them. The TVs just show up and suck your energy in every single battle you ever show up in.
And Miss Firefly. Maybe this was just a beautiful encounter. Nothing more.
And Penacony doesn't even particularly have many good bosses either, right? Like Sleepy isn't very good.
Maybe things will be better in the real world.
Because if you have the right team to deal with him, then he's not even fun to play against. If you have the wrong team to deal with him, he's not fun to play against in the other direction. The only good boss came from later. Right, it was a TV boss, but the Banana Demic boss is better than the individual TVs. Because that's just a boss about navigating and hitting the right people at the right time, and you can kind of do that with almost any team. I think that's a very well-designed boss.
No.
You like the Aventurine? Did I like it? I didn't hate Aventurine. A lot of people were complaining about him. I think maybe I just had good teams to deal with him at the time. I thought Aventurine was a much better boss than, say, like fighting Sunday. I don't think Septimus is a very good boss. And I think it's because, one, he's just 100% Firefly shield. So if you have Firefly, it's easy. But the last phase is so different than the first phase that it almost, unless you're playing Firefly, wants you to be running a completely different team than the first two phases. It's not a very well-designed boss.
Companion?
Which is also why, like, APOC doesn't really make you do that part.
Long time no see, superstar.
There's someone else.
But the new, what's it called? Anomaly Arbitration does. And it's awful. Like, it is very Super Break Shield.
From a mile away. I came over to say
Except Rappa actually sucks against it because she's horrible in the final phase.
Drawing too much attention is never a good thing.
Oh, reminds me of that old saying, from afar, anyone
You
under
zero
the
cycled?
spotlight
Nice.
seems endlessly charming. But only when you get close do you realize how restless that heart truly is.
Sorry you had to see that.
I haven't really touched it or watched much of it. I just know that,
Festival is coming up soon and I'm a bit nervous.
who the final boss is. Which one is Night 3? Which character do they put in Night 3? Why is it awful?
When you're free, and I'll take a look at what's going on.
Thanks. I never thought even after all this time, I'd still be troubling you, Lady Siobhan.
You must be pretty nervous if you're being this formal with me.
Looks like my analysis is spot on. Follow me, you two. Let me give you a taste of the adult world.
I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave. I'll come visit you properly. It's just that, right now...
You need some alone time, I get it. It's a date then. Catch you later,
See.
superstar.
Oh! It's the Ick Remember Sprite. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that one.
Right. It is the Charmony Festival after all. As
I
people
could
say,
see that one being a
performing
pain.
for the harmony.
Where are the other two?
Remember? Before one of your tours, I asked you a question.
See, if this is I
It's
think
been
I
quite
hate
a while
genre
since
itself.
then.
I mean, that's
Wonder if
fair.
you found your answer.
You don't have to write in genre. Sometimes,
What do you
because you're going to get put in one anyway if you publish, right? Even if you aren't writing specifically to be in one.
I think I've got the answer
And that's
now.
just for marketing reasons. They will label you
But
under
instead of
something.
words, I'd rather answer with a song.
But
That would be more convincing, no?
people who choose to write genre fiction, like they choose to write in it, is because they like the culture of the genre and they want to be in it. It's something that they kind of live in themselves. I don't usually think of genre when I write. I have an idea for a story first, and then I just start writing it. Doesn't mean it won't have tropes or cliche, it's just whatever I feel belongs in the story itself. Which is why a lot of my stuff don't usually cleanly fall into a genre.
Let's get down to business.
But personally, I would even tell people not to write in a genre. But writing in a genre helps sell more. It's better for marketing. So my advice is not good for people who like to make money. Okay, Robin. Yeah, I mean, we're probably not going to do any combat, but I always like to make a team around the trial character. So who would be good that I have on a Robin team? Let's see, K2 is Swarmbug, and K1 is just a bunch of elites. Okay. With anti-crit damage thing. Swarmbug with anti-crit damage thing. Well, I know the new Sam has anti-crit, sort of. Or the well, I guess, yeah, there technically would also be a Sam, because that's the name of the mech suit. It's not actual Firefly's name. Same with Firefly. Firefly's not technically her name either. Her name is like AR, some series of numbers after it that I don't remember. She just chose the name Firefly because she thought it was cute. She likes the bugs. Weird, only bugs she likes are fireflies. Okay, who would be decent in a Robin team? The elites all have 4 million HP. Wait, do they each, or... Let me look. Is it each or is it total? Because 4 million total seems like it would be nothing with the modern scaling. Each sounds about right. Okay, so we're Fei Xiao. Yeah, we'll take Robin. I guess Dan Hong and actually wait. Put you on the end. This is the best possible team. Each, yeah, okay, that sounds more appropriate. Best possible team for somebody who's never even going to get into a fight, because I don't believe there's any combat in the Robin section. Awful team, but that's the only options I have on this account.
So
I think I have a Mazo, which it actually would be better than Clara, but so there's no combat anyway.
The static's gone. They passed through the commercial district. And past the Papeshi Club. And then the voice just vanished. Did she return to reality? That can't be right. There's no entrance or exit there. Again? Further away than before. This time in... Dream's Edge. Oh, I get it now. It's the underground tunnel. Right. Makes sense. I should have known. That place is a hotspot for smuggling cases. I should have pressed those two bloodhounds for answers back then. Anyway...
When ZZZ first dropped, and I found out that Nekomata was the same voice as Robin in English, I was like, what? Man, that's some crazy range. But then every single time I go back and I do more stuff with Robin, I'm like, no, I can hear it.
Any further
I can hear it.
Is it because the dreamscape construction isn't complete yet? The family never stops weaving their sweet dreams. And
Fizz, I'm sure there is.
maintained
Out there somewhere.
relationships with the outside world.
I don't know how big that audience is. I'm sure there are places completely dedicated to it, if you could find them. It's
Of
not
all
the circles I
times.
run in, so I can't really help you with finding them.
Sinister.
But also, given the fact that there used to be, if you want to call it quote-unquote parody videos, violent like that on Newgrounds and stuff way back in the day, there is definitely an audience for it. It's just not one that I'm particularly familiar with any individual.
Excuse me, ahead is... Is that... Miss Robin?
Hello.
I never thought I'd meet you here. When I joined the Bloodhound family, you were the one who delivered the family's greetings. You probably don't remember me. No, that's too rude of me to say. I'm not worthy.
This part kind of reminds me of
I
Josie and the
remember you, Mr.
Pussycats
Luca.
or whatever, where it's like you've got this international superstar just kind of going down on a Scooby-Doo chase
I
mystery,
don't
trying
spend
to
a lot of time in Penacony,
figure out what's
and I have
going
even
on.
fewer chances to help out the Harmony. If I'm willing to go, I always make sure to get to know everyone beforehand.
Of course, I guess for
After all,
Robin, it's international.
family
She's
greetings can't
way
be
more
mere
popular
pleasantries.
than, like,
They must be heartfelt blessings
anybody
for each
in
and
current
every
existence.
family member.
Miss Robin, you're absolutely dazzling. By the way, what brings you to Dream's Edge? Do you have anything you need from us?
Pardon me, but have you seen two tourists? They both have gray hair, and one of them is a young lady wearing a hair clip.
It's actually kind of funny that
You're looking
if
for
you look at the
somebody?
history of the music
I don't
industry
really
and
recall
how
seeing
big
them,
stars
but,
get,
I can keep an eye out for you if you like.
current stardom is just usually always bigger than previous stardom because the accessibility to getting like their music is just bigger than it used to be, right?
What are you doing here?
So
I heard someone's up to no good. So
in the past, it was harder for people to listen to music from foreign countries. You had to go out of your way for it. But now, because of the internet, like anybody can listen to music anywhere.
Hasn't been home for a while. So
If
I
we ever
brought her
got to the
here
point that there were
specifically to
people
look
on other
around and
planets or we
reminisce about
contacted
her
aliens or
childhood
something like
days.
that, the first person to
As for those two
get
mentioned
their
earlier,
music
they
into
were
the
guests
system of
from
an alien planet would
some items
already
behind,
instantly
which I've already
have the
returned.
opportunity to
There's
be
no
more
need
famous
to
than
ask
anybody who's
anyone
ever been
else
famous on
about
Earth, right? And then it would get bigger and bigger from
Understood.
there.
There's a construction site ahead, so we won't go any further. Goodbye.
But I think there's also the problem that while you could be more famous, because the pool of people are bigger, your proportionate fame is not as good as it used to be, right?
I couldn't speak freely earlier.
Because there's more competition.
Like you said, I'm here to reminisce about old times. What
And
about
I think an
you?
example there could be,
What brings you here?
as far as influence on culture,
This is my duty.
Michael Jackson's probably still the most impactful artist
You've always been
in American
times
music
like
history.
these, I wish you never had this trait.
If you're talking about sales, Taylor Swift blows him out of the water.
You're still
But
investigating on your own, ignoring
general
what I
culture,
said.
most random people you talk to could probably name a single Michael Jackson
I
song.
can't stop thinking of
I
Death,
couldn't tell you the name
so I
of a single
followed some
Taylor Swift
people
song.
all the way here. After all, I witnessed that horrific scene at the Dewlight Pavilion with my own eyes.
Way more people actually
Unless
listen
you
to her
bear this
music
burden
in
alone.
total. But because everything is so dispersed than it used to be, it has less
So you
impact.
saw them. Those family members who were in the sweet dream, yet death took
You live
them
under
away.
a fucking rock? Yeah, that's fair.
I only saw documents strewn on the tabletop.
Taylor Swift makes breakup
My
songs. I've heard
brother
her
had
songs.
an
I just
ounce
couldn't
of
name one.
energy left. He would never have tolerated such a disorganized sight.
I don't even know if I could hum the Tuma one too. Like, I know I've heard them.
If it weren't for getting the truth
I know
out
what
of
they're
you,
about when I'm listening to them. but I don't like
absolutely
listen to them.
won't tolerate your arrogant and disrespectful facade.
If that makes sense. Like, I don't go out of my way to ever listen to one. I've
What are
heard
you
them in
talking
Walmart.
about, dear sister?
I know people who have
Just
listened to them.
kidding. Don't be so tense. But my brother never jokes around.
She
with
started
strangers.
gaining popularity back when I was in high
I
school, so
watch
she's
as
been
he
at this for
steals
quite a
away
long
the
time
sharp
now.
corners of himself, bit by bit, hiding them in the deepest corners of his heart. Stop insulting my elder brother. Otherwise, you won't just be dealing with the family. You'll be dealing with me too.
For 2 years, you unironically thought Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga were the same person. Yeah, if you don't listen to music, I guess that's kind of fair, right? They're just two blonde American superstars. So it's like, yeah. Comparatively, I think I like Lady Gaga's music more. I could actually name some Lady Gaga songs, but she's nowhere near as famous as Taylor Swift. Still very super famous, right? Like, people know who she is.
What makes you so special?
She's even been in shows, like she was in American Horror Story.
This place is still governed by the 5 lineages.
But I think in record sales, Taylor Swift is actually almost an order of magnitude higher than Lady Gaga.
Besides,
ew, Sparkle.
The dreamscape. I can also.
Sparkle is such a little shit. I like that she's such a little shit. She's fun.
You think you can get your lost power back?
Yeah, well, you know what the sad part is? You're gonna have to deal with her because Sparkle's definitely going to be at Planarcadia.
Been chosen as a chord master for the Charmony Festival.
She was even in the preview.
You're also quite clever. You almost got
I think she's getting a alt.
Silent little bird.
You know, they call it SPs. She's gonna have another version of her. Time to uninstall KXBY. From the design, I think it's gonna be her Honkai Impact 3rd outfit is just gonna be a different path. That's what it looked like.
Never take it off again. As for that mask of yours, is it really called the Harmony? The Twin of the Order?
Speaking of Lady Gaga, because it's Christmas time, so I was thinking about this. She has the second worst Christmas song I think I've ever heard.
Even at the cost of their own lives.
Because it barely has anything to do with Christmas at all. And it's called Christmas Tree. And the song is more about, like, fucking under the mistletoe, I think. I think that's what the song's about. It's really hard to actually figure out what the song's about. But from the words I could discern when listening to it, it's about, like, fucking under the mistletoe. I say it's the second worst because it's still not as bad and nonsensical as Happy Holidays by Andy Williams, which is just the most bubblegum poppy, nothing in the song matters. He's just spewing words out because he needed to make a holiday single.
Why don't we sit down and have a chat? You seem like a patient one to me. So tell me, what exactly do you want to take from me?
What the fuck, man?
How are you feeling? Need to take a break?
That's okay. We're done seeing the masked fools for a little while.
The fool killed her. And the crime scene you witnessed was
But we're gonna probably see a lot of them
Of course, there's no such
in
thing
the
as
next
true death on Penacony.
world. I think Sampo's probably gonna be there.
This is just a minor setback. That stage is called the Sweet Dream. Everyone upon it carries their own desires, striving to see them fulfilled. Yet when those desires intertwine and collide, the sparks that fly
I would like to meet more of the masked fools and the people at the tavern. That would be cool. But I feel like all of them are just going to be little shits. This makes sense.
We've spent some time
if they were.
together.
Just more
So at
people
this
like
moment,
Sparkle and Sampo. I think the only other one we've met so far is Giovanni, he's kind of chill. He just wants to make games. That's his way of elating. He's probably like the most chill fool.
delightful.
I don't think anybody else we meet is going to be as chill as him.
Because that's not the kind of feeling I was thinking about. How much are you willing to trust me? As a matter of fact, I've appeared in your memories before. And similarly, it was related to Penacony.
This setup here,
what I like to hear.
with us talking to her inside of her heart, as she called it,
Let's follow that train
is
of thought
very, very
and delve
persona coded.
deeper. Even I don't know about your experiences in Dream's Edge.
But
When I asked
I
Firefly
think
about it,
almost all
declined to give an
of the remembrance and the guarded
Judging
recollection
from her
stuff
expression,
are persona coded.
it must have been
Penacony
a
itself was
beautiful
very
and
persona.
unforgettable time.
So coming
that
back to it,
belonged
it makes sense that
just
we'd
the
have
two
like
of
this
you.
velvet room situation here.
Sparkle wasn't just here for fun. She's in cahoots with the Stellaron Hunters. She disguised herself as someone from your past, using every means possible to hint at the truth of the dreamscape. In the end, she simply sent you both deep into the dreamscape. What a kind-hearted fool she was. Thanks to her, you and Firefly managed to uncover a piece of Watchmaker Mikhail's past. And the dangers that lurk within. A memory zone mean something unto death. At least back then, you mistakenly thought it was dangerous. With the help of a, let's say, graceful
I like something unto
melody
death's
lady,
creature design.
you managed to escape from there.
Other than that, I think it's a
But in
really
Rush,
cool
you
monster.
and Firefly got
It's just not a very good boss.
and her experiences afterward might differ from what you remember. I was there at that time, too.
There are aspects of that are cool though. Like I do like the fact that he spirits away one of your characters at a time. But because it's not balanced very well, he can get to the point that he like spirit away all but one of your characters. Anytime they make him stronger, like in the simulated universe or when they use him for
Passing through Memorial
any of the
so
challenge modes.
suddenly always leaves you in a daze.
You think Aventurine was the only good boss in Penacony?
Ulterior motives.
Yeah, retroactively thinking about that, I could probably
All of
agree.
you away, but deliberately kept you behind.
Because Aventurine's mechanics are very balanced, right? Where when they scale him up, they still work.
Unusual, but couldn't get a clear look at it.
Some of these other older bosses don't really work well at scale, and a lot of them just end up becoming nothing but HP sponges.
It was somewhat similar to the 12 hours, yet the atmosphere was completely different. What if death doesn't exist in Sweet Dreams? Or so
Like
they
I don't
say. But what if
regret
that's not a lie?
or cringe knowing that Aventurine's going to be in the next APOC or the next MOC. Like, I know he's going to have more HP than before, but it's like, yeah, that's going to be a fun fight. This is going to be a manageable fight.
Next time we meet, leave it to me. I'll give her an experience she won't soon forget.
Every time you say that, it's always you who seems to be having fun. This time, try not to go
I think some of the Amphorius bosses probably work better at scale.
Not necessarily a
I guess
bad
we'll
thing.
see once they start getting more HP.
If I really do meet my end, I won't have a chance to tell them the truth anyway. Are they
You want to fight Adventure more? You're sick of Dogman?
I
Yeah,
can't
Hulei's in
trust
like
them
everything.
anymore. I'm afraid they must have gone back to reality.
I don't think Hulei's a bad fight compared to some other ones, but
Still no good.
he's definitely a tiring one to fight him all the time. Wasn't there like a patch where, or like 2 patches straight, where Hulei was in every single mode?
If she gets it, she'll help guide him back here. Or we could head back to reality first and get in touch with Silverwolf.
And he's still there. They bring it back again.
Recklessly crossing through the dreamscape now would be far
You think
more
3.4? Yeah, that
dangerous
sounds about right. I think it was probably around there.
What's the matter?
Death caused such a
Because I think in
commotion that the omnipotent being
APOC,
within the
right around that
sweet
time,
dream has turned
technically
its
both
gaze
sides
upon
were
this
Hule,
place.
right? Like one side was Hule, the other side was the Hule-possessed Fei Xiao. And people were joking. He's like, yep, you know, can't have too much Hule now, can you?
Death has his attention. As long as we are careful, we won't be exposed. In fact, within this dreamscape, we might find a way to strike back against him. Before you arrived, I did some digging around. From what I've learned, he buried his darkest crimes right here. Whatever it is, I believe it'll be of some use. Let's go look for it before they come back.
Okay.
It's that memory zone name. Be careful.
Have I tried the new AA and MOC? I have not touched Anomaly Arbitration. I was kind of busy doing other things last week, so I didn't stream it, but I did clear MOC offline. Or, particularly not offline, off-stream. You have to be online to play it. It is cleared. It's done.
No.
Mostly because I was still fishing for
It's just that these birds
Cyreni's light cone and I didn't get it.
You've seen them before?
Yes. But that's what makes this so intriguing. The outcome of the battle was the complete opposite of what I expected. That reminds me. There's something important I still haven't asked you yet.
Light cone banner's on guarantee though, so whatever the next light cone I want should be pretty easy to get.
Today? Not really.
I just love catching you off guard like
You're able
that.
to zero cycle in just 4 tries? Oh, that's really good.
Then, take a few steps back. I have a few conjectures. There might be some risk. If anything happens, don't worry about me.
4 tries is like nothing.
What are you...
Just as I thought.
So, what happened?
These ravens are the incarnation of the dream master.
Yeah, I would imagine that running sustainless against Hule is annoying.
In front of him,
because
death has no
it's really just comes down to like the RNG of who he ends up hitting, right?
power I just released should have been enough for him
And he's
to
got an
notice
AoE
and
move,
deliver
so
a
there's going to be a time
here we
where
are.
he hits you. And Hule himself doesn't hit that much, but I imagine it was kind of painful
You're quite similar to Blade
at the beginning of the fight.
I mean, when you're staring death in the face.
It's not relief I feel. I'm savoring a once-in-a-lifetime thrill.
If only it was just once for me, too. But was it really him? If I remember correctly...
I guess they couldn't afford to let Hule hit that hard
ashes in a
with
ragged
each
ball
individual skill or like move that he does,
can now only sustain
because
his life within the
he
sweet
can
dream.
potentially hit you like so many times in a
Not only
row.
that, over the long passage
Yeah.
of time, he has emerged himself.
Yeah, you could do like
every
6 to 8
inch of
attacks at
Pentagon
once.
design.
It's
The
that's
type
why
of
he can't
dream
hit that
master
hard.
doesn't
If he
mean
could,
he
it'd just be over.
controls
Like
the
everybody would
dreamscape.
just lose.
Rather, it means he has already turned the dreamscape itself into his second body. In extreme cases, he could probably burn all of Penacony to the ground, though hopefully he wouldn't have the heart to do it.
We better act fast.
Easy now. We're safe for the time being. Maybe it's not that he doesn't want to act against us, but rather that he can't. At least, not yet. Lately, Gopher Wood has been claiming to be ill, never appearing in the 12 hours. Yet just recently, he buried his darkest crime deep within the dreamscape.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't realize they raised his base attack.
You're saying that burying this crime
I feel like, though,
on him,
most of the time,
leaving a flaw in
with
his
most of these
supposed
fights,
omniscience and
it's wave 1
that does sound
that is more of the problem, right? Because like if wave 1 wasn't much of a problem going into the second wave, fighting the main boss, things would be pretty chill. And I think they intentionally have started making wave 1 worse, mostly to try to prevent people from zero cycling and doing sustainless as easy as they used to. Because I know a lot of times like a reset will be, you cleared wave 1, but at the end, one of your characters has like, they're already in the red. And like, well, I got to reset because they were stupid targeting before we even got to the main part of the fight.
A mistake anyone could make. Setting up layer upon layer of security around a secret only ends up exposing its flaws. Why don't we give it a shot and build up some experience dealing with memes?
There won't be any new experiences.
And we get attack inflation as well as HP, yeah.
Quickly.
Did you see how like one of the like highest clears, I think, for was it mostly Remembrance? It was like a Cyrene clear, but it had Asta in the team.
Step up, let's see ya.
Because speed is speed.
I choose you. Joining the battle. Resonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Me! Me.
I will claim victory for myself.
So we're using the Trial Firefly because I just want to see how bad the Trial one is.
This is more than
You had to run Ranmei and RMC, and they were unironically on 30 health between them. Ow! Yeah, why don't they just hit your Tribby? You always want them to hit the Tribby, right? HP scaler, she's kind of beefy. She'll survive. Well, I mean, every so often you wouldn't mind a hit or two for energy on the other ones, but like, you want the most of the checks to go to your HP scaler. Yeah, I kind of need skill points.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
Have we met? Unite our goals.
How? Actually, here's the better one. How was Mem? Because my issue every time I play RMC, which right there Mem took a hit, which was pretty good. You kind of want Mem to get hit, right? When especially if you're running sustainless or something, because you can always just resummon Mem. But odds are Mem's not going to get hit too often to just die anyway, so you're fine. Mem died once.
Not a bad
Mem died once and you were still that low? Damn, that's unlucky.
Step up, let's see ya.
No holding back. Clouds scattered.
Sam in position.
Until everything burns to
Mem got
ashes!
hit by entanglement from this. Oh.
In position.
Oh.
Fight to live!
When it comes to this, you're the expert. Yet I'd always imagined that calling upon that power would make you profoundly melancholic.
I'm not now, and never will be.
Yeah.
Is this
Oh, the worst part with the stings too is like it's not even necessarily the damage they do
Like an entrance. That crack doesn't
like
lead
on
anywhere.
their turn,
It's a lock of memories. And
which
the
can already
key
be bad enough.
is a light cone
It's the
carrying
damage they do
specific
after their
memories.
turn. Since they kind of leave like that
Gopher
nasty
Wood
dot
had
on
fetched
you.
him a memo keeper. And since that light cone isn't in our hands, I fear we'll be returning empty-handed.
Is there really no other way?
Or if you don't manage
We could
them and they do
try
the
our
super
luck.
move where they all just hit you at
Perhaps
once.
the
That one's
memo
pretty bad
keeper
too, yeah.
helping Gopher Wood shares the same habits as me.
But usually they don't live long enough to do that.
I'll take a look, but don't get your hopes up. Pretty careless indeed. Just like an old friend of mine. Looks like we're in luck. We found
I kind of like the
Robert's
Swarm King
engines.
though. It's one of the few bosses that I can still run Rappa against, and she does fine clearing it.
A moment in time you never want to forget. One that you find yourself reliving over and over again.
Of course. More than just one.
What a shame.
You also like that boss can sometimes be easy where you can do stupid things like you can run or I'll do this sometimes. I'll run the Herda as my main damage, and then I'll just run Rappa as the erudition, the second one with the Herda, so that she gets her full crit buff. And Rappa's really just there to break.
That's how they
And she's also a pretty decent battery because she goes very often and she hits everything.
They never understood the truth.
So then the Herda
more you
also
turn
gets
on a
to
thing, the
go
more it
a lot.
stirs the desire to destroy it. But they weren't wrong about the present situation. Even if Gopher Wood were to come in person, he'd need to bring a specific light cone. His own memories can no longer be trusted. That's exactly why we have a contingency plan right in front of us.
It's not like the best team in the world
I haven't
at
seen
all.
anything since just now.
I wouldn't recommend it to somebody who's trying to get like a top clear or something, but it's fun. Like if sometimes you just want to do something for fun.
Inside here, there must be some kind of gentle trigger that would help him recover his memories before they are subjected to distortion.
But for us, that's probably meaningless. Whatever triggers his memories would just seem bizarre and random to us. Still, let's go take a look inside. We might pick up some clues at least.
That's right. Go ahead.
So at first I thought we were getting two new maps, two new areas from the previews. It's actually just one. They just gave us one new area. It's just one really big disconnected one.
Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. And once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of
When you first got Hycelins, you threw all of FF's relics on her and ran Super Break for a little bit. Oh, was that fun? Like, it doesn't sound like the best thing ever, but I could see some cheeky fun stuff with it. So, sometimes I like to do some cheeky fun stuff, you know? It was really dumb but fun, yeah. That's what it sounded like, yeah.
You're 214. Is that really you?
You don't have to force yourself. I can take care of it.
No, it's okay.
Was it her that you saw when infiltrating Penacony?
Yes, I saw her fighting off the swarm. But it was just Memoria, and it vanished quickly. Silverwolf mentioned that Penacony had also faced a swarm invasion before. I kept telling myself that she was just passing by and lending a helping hand. And after everything was over, she had already left, safe and sound.
So this time, do you still want to know the answer?
Would it be any different? I really want you to tell me that this is not real. It's just Memoria. But thinking about it calmly. Nothing can change it. A memory is ultimately something that's already happened.
You're more composed than I expected.
Oh, yeah? I don't think Dahlia's hideous, but, like, the horns don't really do anything for me.
We could be called friends. I wish I could just break down and cry for her, like any normal person would, to mourn.
It's actually one of the things that, like, I never understood when Final Fantasy
in my mind was
14,
one
or I guess also D&D to the same extent, since they're kind of based off of that race of tieflings. But the Aura,
One day.
just the horns were just kind of always off-putting to me.
Not today. Though it's already too late. There are still other things I can do for her.
Maybe you should calm down first. Unfortunately, this isn't Memoria, but a real Glamoth Knight. Clearly, Penacony was her final destination.
I'm surprised.
Like, that's even worse than my complaints about Robin's wings, right?
The Glamoth regulations.
Like, horns in general don't turn me off. If they were, like, on the top of the head or pointing away or something like that. But, like, these horns are literally pointing right after her mouth, right? If you happen to like this person, and you wanted to give her a smooch, you started making out with her, these horns would just, like, be stabbing right into your face.
On her own. She said she wanted to choose how she would die.
Logistically,
We had a brief
not very good.
but I didn't stop her. I couldn't. Leaving the Glamoth Empire itself would quickly drain her life away. If we can't change the outcome, why should I stop her?
But her English voice is Christina V, so at least she has that going for her.
Quickly drain her life away. Oh, entropy loss syndrome.
Yes, just like me. Leaving the cockpit without permission is strictly prohibited. Surviving knights must actively return to formation. These aren't just military regulations. They're the terms of our
These are the parts of this patch I actually like the most, though. Just because it is getting to see some things that happened on the side that didn't happen during the initial Penacony. I don't really like the parts where we're kind of replaying things that we already saw, or the parts that change what we did. Because, I don't know. I don't dislike unreliable narrators. I do a lot of unreliable narrating writing myself.
My final battle.
I don't like it in interactive mediums, though.
The Empire fell.
Which is a little rant I kind of went on earlier.
Vanished. For the first time, green flames ignited upon
I don't mind a book kind of lying to me for most of the book or a section. I don't mind a comic lying to me. I don't mind a show or a movie lying to me. That could be kind of fun. Fight Club's a good example of, like, a fun, unreliable narrator. But when I'm playing a game, since, like, I'm the one who is pushing forward the story by actively playing the game,
I've seen it happen.
It feels like you're making me lie to me, not that necessarily just that the game is lying to me, if that makes sense.
Just like Glamoth's Iron Cavalry, they weren't given a sense of self. The moment they stray from the hive, they're already dead. The same goes for entropy loss syndrome.
But this part right here totally could have just happened without having to make it seem like we were lying to ourselves, like false memory or anything, because we weren't there. This could have totally just happened in the background. So these parts I like.
Give her a proper burial, just like any normal person.
I'm happy to help. She wanted to escape her fate, but in the end, she died fighting against the swarm in Penacony. The detestable thing about destiny is that it brooks no defiance. Do you know her name?
That, and also this part let us actually do some combat.
Just like me.
Something that I feel is missing from most of the story these days.
she will have
There's just
found both
isn't enough
meaning
actual gameplay going
and a
on.
purpose for her life.
Why did Gopher Wood leave her here? No matter how much I think about it, everything he's scheming couldn't possibly be connected to the propagation. How deeply is your past intertwined with this place?
It's not clear yet. But obviously she had multiple fatal wounds on her body. She didn't die from entropy loss. Before we left, Kafka told me, in her view, dreams are inherently a convergence of the past. It's the same for everyone, no matter how much you want to avoid it. No matter what you're seeking, you can't avoid it. Perhaps she was right. However, the Dream Master's weakness has also given us an opportunity.
Good. Now then... Oh? Good news. It seems like we've got a few intruders in this dreamscape. Looks like Silver Wolf can still pick up signals from here after all.
That was fast.
Must be that memo keeper.
I should try out AA. Oh, I don't know if I will. The king is pretty easy. I mean, I probably could
Nasty up her sleeve.
do the king. Maybe, but the problem is I don't have 3 teams. I think that's the issue, you know? Talk about the knights, it's like, at best I could probably do like 2 of the knights. I guess I technically have a super break team, but it's not built very well.
Hiding anything, are you?
Let me see, you mentioned the knights. Would any of them be fine for super break? Probably not.
Hold on. There's a troublesome stranger here.
She looks...
If the super break team was built well, actually that would make the king even easier, but...
Oh? You don't know?
No, I'm not even thinking about 3-star. I'm talking about even just clearing. Knight 2 could super break? Maybe.
When facing an emanator who walks in the nihility, we must always...
Okay, that seems more reasonable. That would give me at least 3 teams.
An emanator of the nihility. Was she ever mentioned in the script?
No. If it weren't for my father's death, I wouldn't have known about this either.
Also, break sucks ass against the king.
This dreamscape is fraught.
I've seen a lot of people doing it, but you know what? They probably also have a much higher investment
How about we join forces?
than I do. Because my break team's awful. I have E0 Firefly. E0 S0. I've got Boot Hill, but he's also E0 S0. I think a lot of the people who are doing pretty good clears against it probably have E2 S1 or greater Firefly, and they probably also have
Be careful.
Eidolons or Light Cones for the other characters in the break team, right?
Is actually saving us a lot of
So when I'm seeing people do clears, they're probably higher investment ones.
Death has cast its shadow once again.
Your friend has an 18 cost Firefly break team and was struggling?
They'll cross
Wow, I think
before long.
I mean, I saw some people do good.
Stellar
How
clearly
high were their Eidolons? I'd have to go check.
Always mindful.
Because the thing about Firefly is that Firefly
show all her cards.
is
Only with Acheron
such a
cross
beloved
beyond
character
death.
from the player base
All the more reason I should
that I wouldn't
right
be
now
surprised
and
if most of them
tell
were
him
like
the
E6 Fireflies.
There's no
There's probably more people who have E6 Firefly than most other characters. I think the only ones that are probably higher than that are probably like Acheron. I think it probably has a higher rate of E6 than Firefly.
You won't be able to convince the
I'm trying to think of any of the other characters. Maybe Cyrene now, because she was hyped up pretty high.
No need to rush things. There's still time to reveal the truth later.
Absolutely not.
Let's see, they were, E6 S2 Firefly, E2 S1 Fugue, E2 S1 Lingshot, E2 S1 Dahlia.
Must be completed at any
Oh, but they were doing the Giga buffed out, cracked version of the king. Okay.
Chance that Acheron might draw her blade. I cannot let him be there.
Because sometimes when you see showcases too, which I've seen some, they also don't give you all the details. Like they don't tell you if it's like
you had
the king was put into check or anything like that. If you're doing like the weaker version,
My dream
or
was
if you're
destined to shatter
doing
from
the tuned up, what's it called when you the actual cracked out
still
version
not time to
when
wake
you
up.
do the hard mode?
Can I ask you
I
for
don't
one
play it
more
enough
thing?
to remember the names
There
off the
might
top of
be
my
a way
head.
to have the best of both worlds, but I need to find death before them.
But if you're going for like the super hard, I want to show off version.
That's not hard. It's still lingering
Prime.
in this
Yeah,
domain,
okay.
but a win-win solution?
Yeah, if you're doing Prime, a lot of people don't actually label that in their showcases if they're doing that or not.
Maybe it's not
So I've
most
probably only
useful.
seen people clearing the normal
And even
mode.
if it is, once I activate Firefly Type 4, I can quickly subdue it. But if we're dealing with the worst case scenario, Elio once said that I would face death 3 times in Penacony, and for this first death, I want to decide how it comes.
You could tell if the counter turns red. Okay.
I just hope that reunion a moment ago didn't rattle you. Go on ahead. I've burned a hole through the
Yeah, that's kind of
momentum
sad
that
though.
will
Like
take
you would
straight
think
to the meme.
that
Better hurry though. It might not stick
a
around
well-built
one
team
place
around an
for long.
E6 S5 Firefly should have no problem beating that, right? I guess that's just the state of break, right?
Could it have already left?
Even with Dahlia buffing it. I guess it's always just going to be one of those things where,
Wait, it's right here.
just like Dot, somebody might come around and they might buff it and it might be viable.
Watch out. A dangerous
But you just have to
creature
accept that
lurks
if you like that playstyle, it's just never going to be the best. By the nature of the playstyle.
Then I'll... It's fine, it's fine. At least I get to choose how to die. That alone is great. Besides, this is just a
And
dream.
it's fine if you want to play it.
This would
Like, you'll
won't
still
hurt
probably
that
be able to
much.
get clear, but
This
it's
is
just something
my
you have
first
to
death.
realize and accept.
I still have plenty of time to fulfill the promise we made together.
Though, at the same time, they could totally make both of them better if they gave more units that supported that archetype specifically more than once in a blue moon. Right? Like, crit DPSs are just better, and they always will be, because everything helps a crit DPS. Like, everything. You can drop something that wasn't meant to help them, and you're still helping them, because it's just the base nature of how the game works. They literally just replayed the exact same cinematic. This is not new. It's just exactly the way it
You should be
was.
able to recall at least some.
But yeah, like everything in the game is going to help a crit DPS, so they're always going to be fine. They're always going to get better. If you wanted these other archetypes to be good or even rival them, you'd have to be dropping stuff for them constantly.
Would falter, blade wavering in hesitation. That was her way of securing the best of both worlds.
Yeah, the memory meme just showed up, murked someone and left. What an ass. Yeah.
The Memoria transformed.
Except he's not really. That's just how it looked like to us. He was just doing his job. That's how he gets people down to Dreamflux Reef.
Land of the exiles, the true Penacony. The family went to great lengths to conceal its existence,
But
using death as their justification.
it is a nightmare, right?
However,
Even if there was some scary looking monster that was trying to take you to a better place in your dream or another area, but it had to basically stab you to do it, you'd just be running from it the whole time. You wouldn't give it the chance.
To return and get you away from the battlefield. Fortunately, a kind and caring lady was still watching over her. I reached out to help once again. Her worst fears didn't materialize. Death retreated on its own, allowing you all to escape unscathed. After that, Guided by Black Swan, you tried to uncover the truth behind Firefly's death. However, as you must have noticed, be it losing contact with her companions, or the embarrassment of being unable to activate her mech, those Memoria illusions were clearly left behind when she infiltrated Penacony from the memory zone.
Yeah, see, that's why I actually like the part with her and Silverwolf at the beginning, because we're actually getting to see something
Firefly gained the precious
that we
time she needed.
were told
When
about
she appeared before you
in
again,
Penacony,
she was already
but we
using
didn't
a
get to see.
different identity.
That part was cool.
That encounter stirred the whirlpool of destiny, causing many paths to converge.
We're getting to the part where I think the story's becoming less
Daydream
cool,
Hunter.
because it's starting to become more
Of
about
those
rewriting
slain
things.
by your hand. I still see
But this
them
is
in my
also
gaze.
just a replayed scene.
Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
This entire dialogue is replayed
I've
too.
seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances.
This part right here actually is the entire justification for the skip button.
And you're no different.
These aren't even different camera angles. They
You have no
didn't
desire to kill the Trailblazer.
reshoot this scene for this
to
patch.
drag me and the
They
North
just
away.
put in whatever the key point was to have this scene replay from
Did Destiny's
Penacony.
slave make you do it?
Which also probably means for people on mobile who have the option to
Get written into your script.
reduce your game file size, this scene was re-downloaded for them.
Has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. Now it's my turn to ask. Who exactly are you?
Why ask when you already know the answer?
I guess it's cheaper on the voice acting end, though, for these scenes. You don't have to pay people to come back in and redub
Which
these
is
parts.
why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. Therefore, I can sense it. You know who I am. You know this blade and the meaning that lies behind it. How about it? Ready to...
You know, they actually kind of confirmed that Elio's the cat in this one.
It's not yet time.
Though they explain what the cats are more at the end of the story.
Annihilator.
Like I said, my memory isn't great. So
And
you
he's
need
not
to
the
touch
only
it.
cat.
What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in telling you. On Penacony, Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the
At this point, I'm actually starting to think
the grand legacy.
that Elio might be the other you,
Express is not
like the
your
other
enemy.
Trailblazer. In,
Your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy.
what's it called?
Go look into the family.
Was it the very last patch of Enforius, right? The one that was right before this? There's that scene where you see the opposite one that you didn't pick ask you why you trailblaze.
Already on it.
I'm starting to think that's actually Elio.
Before we part ways, let me give you a piece of advice. No matter which path you and I walk, death is the inevitable finale. Even if we say...
Could be wrong. He could just actually be another fragment of Terminus.
We shall have one...
But all the cats are strands of Terminus sent back in time.
Godhood once more. And the same holds true on Penacony.
I've already been.
Probably is a different one, because they always refer to Elio as a he,
That's hard to uncover.
regardless of who you pick.
Well, I'm afraid you have yet to realize just how awake you truly are.
Right, even if you did pick Kalis, they still refer to Elio as a he.
precisely
So it probably is
because
just a
life
different
bears
strand of
the
Terminus.
that they can awaken.
But it could also be that that was Terminus instead, which would still also make Elio the other person, because they're all strands of Terminus.
She shouldn't.
You remember that scene being disgusting when Kalis showed up? How
After
fucking dare
today,
he?
Chapella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams, Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers.
Now, this is a reused image. I think this scene actually has more dialogue than the original one that used this image.
Huh? A phone call? At a time like this?
You can turn him down. You know what I mean.
But Elio said I'm the perfect candidate.
Yeah, because I don't think this part happened originally.
So Elio finally came to a conclusion.
Yes, he said he saw the fourth fate clearly. And there won't be any more surprises.
Yeah, they didn't talk
He
about the
also
fourth
chose
fate
me
last
as
time.
the last survivor. Just like him.
Which path is it?
The Nihility. After it engulfs everything, I must be the last survivor. Giving my all to turn the tide.
How ruthless.
However, it's a bit different from the other three. Before that, I have other matters that need my attention. If possible, I must prevent him from being tainted by the power of Nihility. Even the slightest trace of it. After all, everything he carries is not only heavier, but also more precious.
If possible is a bit vague.
I suppose, if it comes to that, even if I have to die for it, I cannot run away.
In the future that Elio foresaw, we never had an ending. But I still have a chance.
And that's
to
new
wrestle
dialogue,
back
too.
from fate. The right to have a beginning.
It's probably easier for me to pick out new and old dialogue than maybe it is for some people, because having a personal account and
Your
then doing
guess
all
for
this again on stream,
reality
I've
is
played through all of this at
surprisingly
least twice.
modest. An aesthetic you share.
But then also,
with
like, how many
everyone.
times have I watched like a streamer play through it too? Out on top of that,
It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation King. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things.
they
I know
also
much, and I can predict
had to
even
re-record some
more.
things involving this one.
With some help, the dead
Because
may need to speak.
the Dahlia did show up
The
as
Annihilation
Constance,
Gang, that band of desperados who all
talking to Black
disappeared
Swan
after
in the
me.
Penacony patch.
What exactly happened to them?
But I don't
Well,
think Christina V was voicing her yet. I think they just had a different voice for her at the time. So they had to re-record it with the new voice.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
there it is.
I'm still
It's
kind of
easy
upset that
to
Acheron
hear
took the
Fritz'
Duke
voice.
Inferno fight away from us.
The other one is
That would have been a
probably
cool
his progeny.
boss
This is
fight.
the
That definitely
residual
would have been an
memory
echo
from
of
when
War
the
if we ever fought
invitation
him.
was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
Dude sucks anyway. Yeah, but I wanted to be the one to kill him.
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be
mean, I figured like Everflame Mansion could have been a cool, just like standalone level. Run around through it, fight some people. But obviously that was never going to happen because they don't really do standalone places.
The Everflame Mansion
They
had
should.
set out on a journey. Those poor people.
For filler patches like
they had
this,
no idea what
they should
lies
just
in
have like
wait
little
ahead of
dots
them.
on the cosmic map that's just like a single area
Memory
for a
recovery
story.
is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short.
I still want to go to
There's
a
nobody
Washtopia.
else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
Actually, you know what would be the best compromise?
What happened?
Since Washtopias are kind of just supposed to be like cleaning / filler stations scattered out there, there's no reason you can't also have one at a planet, right? Like you could find a racetrack or quick stop or something like that in a city. They don't just have to be on the side of the highway. Planet Arcadia should just have one at the entrance, right, where the ships park and everything. That would be a good compromise. Just let me visually see what a Washtopia actually looks like.
It's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Disneyland's got truck stops and stuff near it.
You. Who are you? It's... No. Is this not a memory? Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you? I know what you're...
The thing is, she says she's not welcome, but she shows up anyway.
Want her secret? I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet form.
But, I mean, she is a chronic liar.
I wish you
half of what she says to us is lies.
Memories. Cut the mystical act. I'm absolutely certain you're not thousands of miles away. In that primordial memory zone, my acuity was blocked at every turn. I thought it was because of the family, but it turns out there was a colleague present. What brings you here? My, how aggressive. Are you backed into a corner? Or have you figured something out? What could bring Constance of the Everflame Mansion here?
Also kind of makes you wonder how much of the Annihilation Gang is, or whatever is still there. Like how many did Akron manage to kill? Because there were some pretty cool designs when they were showing them off. And if Dahlia's like the only one that's left, that's pretty lame.
Had an offspring named Constance. Oh? Are you so sure? What if...
Especially because there was like this other like really fiery chick that looked really cool. She had the better design of the women that were showed off.
The Antimatter Legion has been after her this whole time. Aren't you the same? The Garden of Recollection launched 14 pursuits trying to erase me. And in that final one, I died right in front of you, didn't I? It really is you. To interrupt another's reunion. Such a graceless act. But by all means. After this, we'll have ourselves a nice long talk about your ingratitude, my dear cellmate. That's a peculiar look on your face. Before this, I was always anxious about this moment. Always afraid you might find me frightening. Of course. Everything about Penacony is more important than you think. To prevent other terrible outcomes, the Stellaron hunters were forced to use great power. If you're willing, and if you can endure it, I can keep going. Or perhaps... would you prefer to indulge in my double standards? Yeah, we were quite close. Don't get the wrong idea from how I phrased it back then. I've always thought that when two people are locked in a knife fight, with their blades pressed to each other's throats, they become more intimate than any pair of dancers. Now, let's turn our gaze to where the threads of destiny intertwine. Soon after, you finally learned Black Swan's intentions. She made a deal with the IPC to bring you before Aventurine. In order to reclaim Penacony, the IPC...
I'm glad that they're doing this part more, to some degree.
As a show of initial sincerity,
They started doing this with Lygus back during that last patch of Emphorius. I think since the storytelling here is very much just an evolution of the visual novel, it does a lot better when you have a narrator. And yeah, you could jump around with different narrators. Maybe you should just have the Trailblazer be the narrator. But
earning himself a chance to risk
there should have just been narrators from the beginning.
With such a high-stakes gamble, he succeeded in provoking the Emanator's strike. The family's carefully guarded secret was exposed, and you, caught in the eye of the storm, were pulled into the chaos. But that's all about the living. In the same moment, what became of those within the world of the dead?
I actually really like when the Trailblazer narrates the recap at the beginning of a new patch.
But what awaited her wasn't the uncertainty of a gamble, but rather a destined
Probably would have
life.
been good if the narrator was just the Trailblazer the whole time. Or you could have used Elio. Elio would have been a fine narrator, since he's supposed to be the one working on the script.
Brother, I don't understand. For a bird, does flying also need a why?
I got whiplash immediately from seeing this. Like, oh no, the Charmony Dove is back. Why?
Responsibility for that choice.
Why?
That really sounds like Mr. Gopher would. But I've made up my mind. Let it soar free and wild. If I had feathers and wings like it does, I definitely want to fly. Even if just to try it once. Besides, Big Brother will help it, right?
But...
It's truly reassuring to hear such words before parting. Come, Sunday. Your little sister will be walking ahead of you now.
Mr. Gopherwood, how did you...
The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it divine tribulations. Let them be.
Yeah, like that right there.
For we are all mortals, born
And
to
that is
love
just straight up the
and to
voice she
suffer.
uses for Nekomata.
Today, more than one little bird will embark on their long journey. How could I miss the moment of your departure? Come here, child. I've prepared a farewell gift for you.
What did she give you? Miss Robin?
Sorry. Where was I?
In Dream's Edge, a masked fool attacked you and left behind a parting gift.
Oh, it's hard to call it a gift. When the fool killed me, they put a mask on my face. But when I woke up in Dreamflux Reef, it was gone, and I couldn't feel any effects from it.
As for that mask of yours, Is it really called the Harmony? The twin of the Order?
She might be hinting at something, but I still can't figure out what she means.
Speaking of which, how is that anomaly of yours doing now?
I'm gradually getting better. There's no denying that Dreamflux Reef also spreads the Harmony, and it hasn't been affected by the family's traitor. As for my loss of voice, I still need to keep investigating. Perhaps I've been wearing a mask all along, without even realizing it.
If you need any help, just say the word.
Thanks for your help. I'm starting to get familiar with this place. But Dreamflux Reef is so isolated. Is there any way to know what's happening outside? I want to check on my brother's situation.
That's easy. Just head to where all the action is. Want me to show you the way?
I'll take a walk around by myself. Thanks, Mr. Micah.
So I didn't know until recently that Arizona did their green tea in jug form. I knew they did teas in like a big jug that you could buy instead of just the cans. I didn't know their green tea was one of them. I should have figured though. That's probably one of their most popular products. So we just got like a whole jug of the green tea with the honey and the ginseng. Tea sucks? Nah, tea's great. I love tea. I drink all kinds of tea. I had some peppermint tea last night.
Can you hear me?
Got a whole swath of herbal teas. Got some black tea too.
Over here.
Are you Miss Firefly?
Of course, there's a lot of different types of black tea. Typically, most of the time when you're drinking black tea, it's often orange pico. That's the most common one.
To be honest, I have no reason to trust you.
I get it, but I can assure
But I'll drink
you
almost
this
any
isn't
kind
a
of tea.
trap. If you really need a reason, there are anomalies in the
I don't have as
Twin
much as I
Hours.
used to, but
We are
back when my
suspicious of
brother
the
and I
Twin
lived
Master's
together
true identity.
in an apartment in Arlington, Texas, I used to have an entire
Either
cupboard
way,
that was almost like the one
let
that
me be
Ramona
clear.
Flowers has in Scott Pilgrim.
Agreeing to me doesn't imply anything about my stance.
And I would serve tea when people came over,
Understood.
if they wanted it. If not, they could just have like a
Companion will
soda or
show you the
something.
way.
Blue flames. Is there a cremator among Miss Firefly's companions?
Well, I guess it's
Miss
nice that
Firefly,
Robin knows about the
you can
cremators.
show yourself now.
Sorry, just a moment. My companion will bring you this way shortly.
This way? Where is this?
As expected of the Harmony's favorite, passing through such dense memoria without even being affected in the slightest. Hello. You may call me the Dahlia for now. This is our cozy new home in the sweet dream, where words may flow more freely.
A new home burned out of the sweet dream? If you really wish to have a proper conversation, you shouldn't resort to provocation like this.
I apologize. But she's different from other cremators. She has no intention of stealing memories. The same goes for me. I have never wished to destroy the sweet dream. Sneaking into the dream was my only option. I really like Penacony as a tourist. This is my first time dreaming, and Penacony is more wonderful than I imagined.
Thanks. So,
I guess Firefly technically has a lot in common with the people of Sumeru, right? Because up until the Traveler kind of solved that problem, all the people that were alive in current Sumeru had never experienced a dream before. Technically, they were always dreaming. They just never experienced it. That was being used for the Akasha.
Some investigations. In the primordial dreamscape, we uncovered a crime that he had.
Well, like everybody's going nuts when they dreamed for the first time. You're like, oh my god, what is this thing?
We suspect
that everybody else is always experiencing their whole life.
And that's why he's been telling everyone he's under the weather.
Crime?
I'll show you later. Belonging to his family. You wouldn't believe me unless you saw it with your own eyes.
You've indeed uncovered many clues. But before we proceed, I must confirm your true intentions.
My purpose is about a reunion, a rescue, and a farewell. Will you believe me?
I think it's just a wild thought that somebody has never dreamed before. But I guess it wouldn't be that wild for people who don't usually remember their dreams. Because it's probably not that different from their normal experience.
That's the look one has when describing
but I think
what
because
they
like
hold most dear in their heart.
I'm a very, very active
So I'll trust
participant
you this time.
in my dreaming time, and I remember all of them. I'm aware that I'm dreaming
When you
too.
first
That it's
left
just kind of
Honkai,
like
the Dream Master gave
a
me
weird thought
parting
that
gift,
somebody's not dreaming.
a divine law, so to speak.
That's like my favorite time of day
For
is
a
when I
leader
finally
of
actually
the
get to go to
5
sleep and
lineages,
dream.
That's pretty cheap, isn't it?
Since then, I've walked the path of harmony as a path strider, wielding its power.
Steven Spielberg is releasing
Until
some
I
thriller
returned
about
once
aliens
again
called
for the Charming
Disclosure
Festival.
Day.
In the 12 hours converged by the Dream Master,
Well,
I developed symptoms of losing my voice.
especially
And the
his
strength
more
of the
recent stuff,
harmony began to
Spielberg's
wane.
been a little hit and miss, but
In Dreamflux Reach,
he is an excellent
I wasn't
director
affected at all.
and has done way
I
more
believe that the path he once
good
pointed to
films
might
and
not have been
series
made for
than
harmony.
not.
That's why I gradually became.
So I'd probably give it a chance, like watch it at least once.
In the past, the Dream Master would harmonize for me. But when he was too busy to tend to me, I finally noticed something was wrong.
So, which path did he choose to walk?
I didn't like Ready Player One, but honestly, I don't even blame him much for that one.
There aren't many clues about this.
Because he still made it better than the
But
book.
I suspect
The reason I like it
it's
is
the
because the
order.
book is awful. And he still had to kind of follow the plot of the book, but he,
Many of our doubts.
normally, it's awful when somebody makes drastic changes from the source material, but that book is so bad. I've had the displeasure of reading it, that it was probably for the best that he made changes from the source material, and also modernizing it quite a bit.
It's time to see it with your own eyes.
Ready Player One's one of those books that like a bunch of people have on their shelf, but nobody's ever read.
Here lie secrets that the family tried to conceal, and a long, romantic tale. Sadly, most of it has nothing to do with
Also, this is almost sacrilege. Not a fan of E.T.
Tiernan. I remember that name. A
Saw it when I was a
galaxy
kid.
ranger, worthy of admiration.
Saw it several times since.
When
Never really
Penacony
cared
was
for it when I was a
plagued
kid
by the
either.
Swarm disaster in the past. He was the one who fearlessly protected our
Never
sweet
grew on
dream.
me as I got older.
That's why we had to come here. We suspect that after turning away from the family, the Dream Master sided
I really
with the
like Jaws,
propagation.
though. Jaws is great.
How could that be?
History as we know it may be long gone, but people's memories remain preserved.
Jaws is some of the best like character scenes out of any movie.
If we can
When the
master
guys are
technique,
down in the boat together.
we'll be able to pierce through time itself and salvage the
I think
past.
everybody always raves about the wrong part of Jaws. I also really like the first 3 Indiana Jones movies.
Memoria?
Those are really good.
Every
The fourth one's not
disaster brought
bad.
by the
It's
swarm
just
was accompanied by countless
not good like the
sacrifices.
first 3 are.
Some names were remembered.
I mean, we don't talk about the
were
5th
not
one.
only forgotten, but betrayed.
That Spielberg really wasn't even a part of. Or Lucas. Neither of them were a part of it. Neither of the 2 people that actually made the series good.
Indeed. Our true foe is that abominable fate. Then why? Why? Easy, child.
Spielberg seems also on a lot of things that he hasn't personally touched.
The strike I just
Right, like Steven Spielberg presented the Animaniacs. Had no actual involvement on it, though. I've heard he watched a little bit of it. Or Freakazoid. Which I love Freakazoid. A lot. I've rewatched it many times. Spielberg had nothing to do with that other than being the producer.
The swarm here. Indeed. As the swarm ran rampant, a Glamoth knight passing through joined the battle without asking for anything in return. Truly admirable. But have you ever wondered why, right after that, the infestation only grew worse? Could it be? The Glamoth Knight, born to purge the swarm, turned out to be a Pathstrider.
Didn't Spielberg also make Encounters of the Third Kind? Disclosure Day feels like a redo. Yeah, he did do Encounters of the Third Kind. That's a good movie. I like Encounters of the Third Kind.
And only your death.
If you had to give me like a Spielberg alien movie, way better than E.T.
Can this be? I can leave and never come back here. I can't die. I don't want to die. That's precisely why I said that strike wasn't honorable. I explored your secrets for the sake of the sweet dream. But striking you down, that came from selfish desires after glimpsing eternity. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever? You shall become my darkest crime, in the beginning of a great undertaking. Your remains shall become the foundation for eternal paradise.
Ooh, burgers tonight? Yeah, that sounds good. I just got a text from Marsupial about it. I'm always down for burgers. I don't.
So
You don't have to ask me twice on that.
This memory is fabricated or not.
Laying the foundation for eternal paradise?
At that time, she was trying to escape her own destiny. But when the swarm was discovered on Penacony, she didn't just stand idly by. Even though she died while fighting against the swarm, it wasn't destiny catching up with her again. It was her own choice. Because, like any ordinary person, she had a conscience and knew compassion.
Please,
Is she your friend?
just making me want to watch like a
Yes. And
almost an
many
entire
others
anime based on the swarm
looking at her
disaster.
is like
guaranteeing myself.
Just give me Henshin Starship Troopers. That's all I want.
Do what's been done, but I'm sorry.
Why are
No
you withholding
matter
this
what
from me,
purpose
Hoyo?
The Dream Master has, it doesn't give him the right to sacrifice anyone. I promise you, when all of this is over, regardless of the outcome, I'll tell everyone about her deeds. She deserves to be remembered by the sweet dream.
Thank you.
But
What is first mentioned
one thing I
in the
don't
simulated
understand.
universe with the swarm disaster?
Even if the Dream Master is after the power of the propagation,
It almost makes it feel like it was so long ago.
Plenty of swarms left in the cosmos.
Like many Amber eras, but then when they introduce Firefly and they start talking about it more, you're like, oh, wait, no, this is something that literally just ended before the story started.
Coincidence that the Dream Master is pushing forward with his various machinations now, and you were chosen to perform for the Harmony. Whether you're aware of it or not, you must be absolutely crucial to his plan.
Firefly, I think, it just killed the Swarm King or something like that. Like moments before the Trailblazer and Kafka met her.
You want me to become the conduit to retrieve
Just floating
the
out in
past from
space.
the memory zone? What exactly do I need to
This is
do?
a very, very recent arc that happened in the
I'll
universe.
temporarily take a piece of your memory. By letting it stir up the memory zone, I can follow the flow of Memoria and burn a path through.
And I guess in the Swarm
retrieving
Disaster, they
seeds
never
from the
really gave
past
us
once
dates too much. There's a few,
Whether I
but
succeed or not,
like in relation
I'll
to what
return
the
your
current
memories to you
date is.
safe and sound.
Let a
So it just
creator
feels like
access
something
my
that was long
memories?
ago, and it's like, no, it's practically
I also
yesterday.
think it's too much to ask. If you deem it necessary, you can use tuning to leave a safeguard in our minds, preventing any ulterior motives.
There's no need. Let's get started. May the harm that befalls you never lead to your downfall. This is a blessing that has been passed down through the family for generations. I don't want all trust to be built upon mutual threats.
So this is what star power looks like. You've even made me a little starstruck.
How unfortunate is it when you're playing an RPG and
Alright.
didn't build
Looks
your
like we got
character to
lucky.
excel in combat, then encounter a tough boss?
Oh.
Is this
What's this?
video game RPG or
Piece of
tabletop?
worm-eaten oak?
Because a tabletop, you know, that could actually be really fun.
This time.
And it could be the death of
I'm
your
afraid
character,
we've
but
uncovered quite
having a
the
good death of
disaster.
your character can also be like a
Let's
really
go
fun
see it with
experience
our
in
own
tabletop. In a video game, if they gave you like, video game, if they gave you plenty of warnings and you still just did not
Nothing but lies.
bother to build, to be able to fight the boss,
Hiding behind the
it sucks to
title,
suck,
they
I
know
guess,
people.
you know, it's like,
Tell me, how
you
long
struggle
have you
through it
been
and move
loyal
on.
to them?
But yeah,
You
that's
really seem
rough.
determined to savor those unforgettable moments, don't you? Be smart and take a hint. I don't have time to entertain you right now.
Oh, because you're busy pretending to be a Stellaron hunter?
Who are you talking about?
Quite the clever
In
move
tabletop,
there.
though, like, it can be fun to have
Miss
that one party
Firefly,
member, or
if
two,
you're willing
depending how
to
big your
take
group
my
is, who
advice,
just aren't
why
built for
not
combat
make a
involved. They're
trip
like
back
for all
to
the social
reality?
interactions and stuff.
Ask that silver
And you
wolf
go to
lady
town, you're like, ha,
carefully
my time to
who your
shine.
true companions really are.
How did you...
All right, you. Still can't help sticking your nose into everything, huh?
Who exactly are you people?
She's just a cremator who manipulated memories and pretended to be a Stellaron hunter's companion. She fooled all of you.
What about Miss Firefly? Is she alright?
She might
Depends
get
how you
lost in
mean
the memory
all
zone's
right.
turbulence, but don't worry. She's quite something.
She'll only be
If
stuck
you
there
include her entropy
temporarily.
loss syndrome, Firefly is never
I'm
all
here
right.
to bring you
If
back
you
to the Oak
discount
Farm.
that as just a normal part of
Mr.
her,
Sunday
then I guess
is
she's
worried
fine.
about your safety. He tasked
At the
me
moment.
with finding you in the dreamscape. As for this Dahlia, she cannot be trusted. To extract specific history from the memory zone through just one memory? While there might be memo keepers capable of such feats, they certainly wouldn't be mere pathstriders.
Seems you've been watching for quite a while. Yet you only show up fashionably late when we're about to make progress. Who's the untrustworthy one here, I wonder?
Save your excuses. I bring a message.
There's
from
actually a
Mr.
cool
Sunday
video
that will
series
prove my identity.
that
Just
I
a
would never
message.
play
Don't you find
these
that a
characters
bit
because
ridiculous?
I just very much
Let's
dislike
give it a
5e.
try. It's only 2 words.
But there was a dude who was
Charming
taking like Star
Dahlia.
Rail characters and figuring out how to basically
I
make them
don't know the
playable
details,
using
but
the rules that
Mr.
already
Sunday
exist in
said
5e.
You would
And
understand.
he went through their lore and kind of like justified why they would have one thing or the other. It was pretty cool.
Unless it's an extreme situation.
I was watching that for a while.
This is enough to earn my trust.
I think maybe a new one still pops up
IPC,
every here and there.
Astral Express.
It could be a fun
And now
experiment to
you're
like
even
take a
taking
game,
assignments from the family?
like a rule set,
My,
and be like, how would I make
really
this character that
popular.
exists in something else work in this
But you
game?
just had to choose the path of your own
It's not as
demise.
fun as just making your own character and playing. So I wouldn't
Back
recommend
then,
actually just playing
I
another
not only
character in
kept
a
Lady Acheron's
tabletop,
secret,
but as
but
just like a
also
little
left you
side
with
thing to
life
do, as
intact.
a puzzle to
Oh,
solve. It's
you're
cool to
that
make
eager
sheets that you're
to
just gonna dump later.
rekindle our past.
Well, you are the Dahlia.
Especially
after
because
all.
by that
I have to keep an
exercise,
eye on what
you
kind of
might
trouble
find
you're going to stir up
builds
next.
that you like for other things. So it's like,
I've
well, I'm not
been
going to play that
questioning
character,
this for a
but I do
long
really like this
time.
build.
How could
So I'm going to
destiny
just write a
slave
different character
possibly
into this
accept
build.
someone like you, whose very nature is betrayal.
And what's the deal with the Stellaron Hunter?
Let's get somewhere safe first. Then we can talk. She's too dangerous for us to let our guard down.
Many thanks.
You've gotten more composed. Or have you just gotten slower? She's already left this area. There's no way you can catch up to her now.
Catch? Why would I chase after her? Arrogant swan. If I didn't take her memories just now, then what exactly did I do to her? I might as well tell you. I planted a spark of the cremator's fire in her memories. It will spread silently. And
The
in
concept
an
of the
instant,
cremators is
it will
actually
burn
pretty
away
cool.
all her memories of seeing me. She'll
Right,
believe
instead
she
of
was
like
never here.
burning dead bodies, like what cremation
The
actually
suspicions
means
that
to
have already
us.
taken root in
She's
her
like,
mind
yeah,
will
no, I
also
just
gradually
burn
fade
memories.
away. No matter what she has to
So they don't exist
the
anymore.
moment she attends the Charmony Festival, she'll revert back to that good child who was born to walk on the Order. You're the one who's run out of time.
I see. Not a member of the Everflame Mansion, and definitely not a Stellaron Hunter. Your true ally is the Dream Master.
Oh, aren't you clever? How about a little reward for that?
Cut the act. Even with your usual reckless methods, you can't handle me alone.
You're right. I can't do it alone. But I rarely feel lonely anyway.
Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like an eagle and make your nest among the stars, I will bring you down from there.
This is like, it says 11:30. This is like a Penacony equivalent to a Bible verse. There are a lot of church themes in Penacony,
through the divine law.
especially with Robin
The
and
Dream
Sunday
Master would go this far
and the other
for an
Halovians in the family.
What can I
Though
say?
I guess it's not really
I'm just that trustworthy.
that the church themes
If
are
he hadn't done
for
that,
Penacony,
how could my control over
but they're
Memoria
for
far
the family
exceed
in
that of
general.
ordinary memo keepers, let alone allow me to tamper with the Stellaron Hunter.
But I guess like the whole harmony and order thing are also very, very Catholic more than anything.
You lost your composure and your euphoria. In the dreamscape, I might not be your match. But if I want to leave, you can't keep me here.
And the opera house, what is that called?
Want to test that?
The Charmony stage. I can't remember the name of the place.
It's easy to throw
but that
away a
also
flame,
has like very,
but the
very
fragrance lingering on your
cathedral
hands won't fade so easily.
designs to
I
it.
can be quite persistent, you know.
And the
Even
final
if
boss
we
is like a
rekindle what
choir.
once was, I remain unchanged. Run faster. I love watching people resist. Love watching them flee. Let's savor this moment a bit longer. After all, for us, this will be an incredibly crucial moment. No matter where you run, I will always find you. I have the numbers advantage. You have no chance of winning.
I don't want to use a cremator's tricks. Not that I can't.
I knew it. Your ever-shifting morals. Never changed.
I guess because they've reused some of the older scenes too, and there are a couple newer ones, there are technically more animations in this patch than there are in most patches. Just all of them aren't original to this patch.
Where do you think you're going? After putting on such an elaborate show, won't you stay for a little chat?
Wait, I gotta respond about dinner real quick.
Nice.
I probably would have responded sooner if I remembered to turn my notification sound back on. I have this really bad habit, because I still want people to be able to call me while I'm sleeping, especially if it's for like a gig or something. Oh, do we get to play as the Dahlia? We do. Okay, well that means we have to make a Super Break team. technically, I know Firefly is the one who gets the most out of the Dahlia. But Boot Hill might be more fun. I think our Boot Hill is probably better built too. Yeah, we'll just stick to the fire. Why not? Full fire team. Anyway, yeah, so I have this bad habit. I still want people to be able to call me in case there's like a gig or maybe there's an emergency and somebody needs to be able to call me, whatever. So I can't put my phone on like do not disturb when I go to sleep because it'll stop like a call from coming through. Instead, I'll go and I'll turn off specifically the volume to the notification sounds. So things like Discord or anything else that might send me a notification doesn't just bother me while I'm trying to sleep. Because the littlest thing wakes me up. I'm a very light sleeper. The problem is, then I'll forget to turn it back on sometimes after I wake up. And I'll miss texts for an hour until I bother to actually look at my notifications.
The most trustworthy thing about you is that you're never to be trusted, darling. And that's one thing that's never changed about you.
When did you figure it out? That the divine law used to share power with me was also the shackles he placed upon me.
The moment you admitted to being the Dream Master's ally, I began to suspect your true intentions. Until now, you've betrayed every single faction you've joined, without exception. Besides, after not seeing each other for so long, and now having such an overwhelming advantage over me, you'd do everything in your power to stop me, even if I had the slightest chance to escape. The openings you deliberately left during our clash weren't exactly subtle. Rather than toying with me, you were leaving gaps everywhere for me to cremate Memoria.
Oh, really? I'd love to drop the act and give you a proper taste of torment. But alas, as long as the constraints on me remain, I'm not my own master. I can't do anything that would harm Gopher Wood, nor can I reveal his secrets. Good thing we've always had this kind of tacit understanding, always trusting in each other's capriciousness.
That's a good word. I like capriciousness.
I'd rather not draw the Garden's attention because of my association with you.
Aw, back to your old tricks again?
It's an epiphany, dear. Something you'll never understand. Let's talk about what's really important here. What are you hoping to get from the Dream Master that made you willing to submit to his control? After putting on such an elaborate show, using me to regain your freedom, which kind of memories are you trying to steal from the sweet dream?
Why, of course, the destructions.
Stop joking around. You abandoned that path long ago.
You're still as charming as ever. So, let me show you a glimpse of the past. Just this once, Weren't you really interested in the Everflame Mansion?
So you were the one who erased the memories from that music box after all.
That's right. I kept only this scene as a memento. I wanted to remember how I felt at that moment. And look closer. It's not just the memories. The Everflame Mansion itself has ceased to exist.
those claw marks. You've long since strayed from that path, yet you can still wield the power of the destruction.
Isn't it the same right now? I've betrayed the Garden of Recollection, yet I can still show you the memories. If you have time, I can help you savor the memory of our first encounter.
Go ahead and savor it on your own. I want to put it behind me. The sooner, the better. But can't you tell me something
Constance
I don't
feels like a
already
character we're gonna get more out of later.
You betrayed the Everflame Mansion. Is that really supposed to be surprising?
Like, this little filler patch is like her setup.
As Duke Inferno's daughter, I will see his last wishes carried out to perfection. Even if my
And maybe, like,
mama
maybe
said
next
it's
year
only
they'll continue with her
temporary.
or something like that.
And besides, who
You
said
know,
I betrayed
at this
them
same
back
point,
then?
maybe at the end.
I came here to fulfill Duke Inferno's
The last patch
last
has always
wishes.
often been like a setup thing.
This was his command.
So now we've got her running around doing
Make
stuff.
the knights of Penacony crumble and
The
leave naught but a tomb of remembrance.
Xinjiao is like
In other words,
running around
everything
trying
on
to
Penacony related
catch up
to
to
the remembrance
Fantilia
was
because
my
Fantilia is
target
running
for
around
destruction. But this was
running
already
amok.
a world of Memoria. How could I possibly accomplish this without
And there's
any
all this
help?
stuff going on in the background that we actually just don't have time to check into because Amphorius lasted a year.
But I have no better choice.
And we didn't get more episodic patches after the big
Everything
story.
tied to the remembrance includes you, of course. Grateful? You should be.
So I hope this next
My
one
whim is
with
the
the Clan
only
Arcadia,
prisoner
I
still
hope
alive.
it's a lot shorter.
I won't be
I hope it's
grateful
only
for
like
that.
3 patches.
You couldn't have done it anyway. Filial piety has never been
At
one of your
most
strong
5,
suits.
but preferably
So
back
drop
to like
the
3
act.
patches, the normal
That's exactly
cycle that
what
they
I'm
used to do for
saying.
like Genshin
You only
Nations
think you understand me.
prior to,
Think about it carefully.
I guess prior to Natlan.
As a Stellaron hunter,
But Natlan, they still kind of use the same
as
amount
I
of
work
patches,
my
they just kind of
hardest to help
spaced it in
Firefly
between.
get closer to
And
the
now
truth.
Nodcry, they're doing the whole
As an
year.
ally of the Dream Master,
But that's how
I also
Penacony
helped monitor the
was
dreams.
kind of broken up, was the
And
same
when
as like a
hunter
Genshin Nation.
infiltrated Penacony, I seized the chance to pose as her companion and trapped her in the memory
And they were
zone.
kind of more or less going
As
over
for
the same
whom he chose
patch
as his
cycle length,
songstress,
and then they
I
changed it
burned
for
away her
Amphorius.
doubts too.
I
Leaving
hope Plan
nothing to
Arcadia just kind of goes, or Plain
Like the
Arcadia, I don't know how to
destruction.
pronounce, kind of just goes back
Betrayal is but a fleeting
to that
moment,
structure.
and before it leaves,
So we have time to have like
whether
different
with
patches
Duke
that catch up
Inferno,
on everything else.
Gopher Wood, or Firefly,
Because they've got all this really
I wasn't
cool
pretending.
long-term stuff building up, but we just don't
wholeheartedly
really have a
became
lot of
their
time
companion.
to experience it.
What about Robin? Those sparks that burn through memories.
And Amphorius
Don't you
is
think
very
that was a
important
bit
to a lot of the long-term
too
stuff, so
much?
it's not entirely a complaint that happened. I just kind of burned by it and would like to not do that again soon.
But I guess there's no hiding from you on your home turf. What? You want to settle the score with me for messing with your people? Why don't we sit down and have a chat? You seem like a patient one to me. So tell me, what exactly do you want to take from me?
Don't worry, I only went with the flow, suppressing her power a little to make it easier for you. I trust you're someone who knows how to return a favor, right? There's this thing called the script. Now that I find quite intriguing. Stellaron Hunter collaborator. Soon, Robin will understand the true purpose of those sparks and thank me for it. I can hardly wait. Even though I'm not a Stellaron Hunter, this time, I might have a chance to betray destiny too. So stop thinking you've figured me out. I don't want to miss out on any possibility life has to offer. Betrayal isn't in my nature. Greed is.
Darling, are you fatally wounded or terminally ill? Unless you're on your deathbed, I don't believe you're actually being this honest.
I can make an exception for you, but most people, I certainly don't want them to remember. Sometimes I resent memories, because some people don't deserve to witness my radiant bloom again in their memories. And besides, you're no better when it comes to grief.
That,
On my death.
It's got to be pretty close. There's some pretty egotistical characters, but that's probably got to be the most egotistical thing that was said in this game so far.
Dying with me.
No, thank you.
Too late. You're already caught up in the secret. Come on, just a few steps more. Even if I tried to turn you away, you wouldn't want to.
Oh, she actually follows me.
Now. A piece of worm-eaten oak.
I forgot about that.
You weren't just making that up.
Oakwood is prone to insect infestations. Nothing surprising about that.
She has quite a bit of range, actually.
It's him.
Okay, you can wait. Just getting the pops. There we go.
When it takes out all
I'll do all the dream tickers and stuff off stream. These were actually pretty easy ones, though. I don't think they take too long to do.
Just look at this place.
But I'm already running closer to the end of this streaming session, so I'm not going to waste more
Ladies,
time.
which one of us would you say is the uninvited guest?
Mr. Aventurine, what are you doing here?
Well, the game's over. And I scored a big win.
Oh, what did you get out of it?
The Nihility Emanator cut me, and I died in the most spectacular fashion.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of which,
So this is
you must know
immediately
exactly how
after
that
the
feels.
Aventurine boss
My
fight.
dear lady who loves to dance.
Still better than having no invites at all, my dear.
I'm glad they give you clues as to when something is happening. So you're not just like lost wondering, okay, where in the Penacony story are we right now?
You're quite interesting, Mr. Aventurine.
Of course, I guess I wouldn't call that a clue. That's just like outright telling you
You
when
weren't
this is
supposed
happening,
to
but
find your way here.
same thing.
Unless you can give me a reason, I'll indulge you by letting you die once more.
That confident, huh?
You haven't hidden your weakness well, even though you're one of the 10 Stonehearts. Right now, you'll be easy enough to handle.
I wouldn't be so sure. Since you know who
We
I
have a
am,
funny
you
one,
should
Ranma versus Mr. Bean.
Consider
Ooh, I
this
think Mr.
one
Bean
a
just
welcome
wins.
gift from a friend. So long as my trump card remains unplayed.
As much as I would like to back my boy Ranma, logic doesn't work normally for Mr.
All
Bean.
your luck for today.
He would win in some
I've always found losing more
stupid,
interesting than winning.
unpredictable way.
What's the harm in giving it a try?
Hold up.
Mr. Bean would probably
No need
randomly
to
just have a
rush
cat
into
on him
making enemies.
for no reason.
Mr.
But even if
Aventurine,
Ranma went into cat fu, he still would not be able to
uncovering
beat
the
Mr.
truth
Bean.
behind death. But from what I know, you should be at Dreamflux Reef instead.
Well, after taking a solid hit from the Emanator's blade, I never got the chance to enjoy a good nap. Thus I sank into the chaotic memory zone, and then my desire led me here.
I mean, Ranma is more logical of a character than Mr. Bean.
You two haven't noticed.
Ranma loses
The
things
answer
a lot.
was right
You know, he
under
doesn't
your
always win.
noses this whole time. You can traverse
there are characters in his own world that are less logical, like Hapasai, that end up just throwing him around like nothing. He's beaten Hapasai before, but it ends up becoming like extreme cases when he does. It's a whole thing about a student overcoming a master.
Backed by a most
But Ranma gets defeated a lot,
to research the memory zone.
and a lot of times for a really stupid reason. Like he ends up losing things for stupid reasons.
How to escape alive if
Mr. Bean gets into a lot of shenanigans, but the whole logic of him is that things kind of just end up working out in the end.
They didn't contribute a thing. But
so if you put somebody where all of his stupid shenanigans just kind of end up working out in the end naturally, like almost cosmically, against somebody who often just gets defeated for very stupid reasons, I think Mr. Bean just counters Ranma.
She once boarded the Astral Express as an outstanding surveyor. Years ago, in pursuit of the primordial dreamscape secrets, she ventured alone into the memory zone and was never seen again. Everyone believed she had perished, taking the mysteries of the dreamscape to her grave. But that wasn't the truth. Before departing from this world, she single-handedly forged the pathway of Memoria.
Mr.
Like,
Aventurine,
Mr. Bean could probably be Batman.
what you're saying.
Look, I didn't believe it at first either. But the Nameless, as it happens, had quite a unique background that led her to devise a brilliant solution. Using the technology from the Zarina Earth system, she gave her life to the memory zone, giving Penacony's dreamscape a unique signature. When dream chasers wander into the memory zone, they'll drift towards places that can fulfill their desires. Those who yearn for freedom will witness the form of the primordial dreamscape. Those consumed by obsession might encounter certain special dream bubbles. And those who are lost and directionless will return to the 12 hours, seeking their path within their own past. The family discovered this trait and cleverly utilized it, allowing guests to be sent to different hours upon their first dream entry. In other words, this Nameless is the true founder of the planet of festivities. As for me, maybe I ran into a good doctor. From the look of this place, he's the one who let me blunder my way in. The impossible in dreams is not death, but dormancy. Do stay alive. I wish you the best of luck. Looks like I'm pretty lucky. I can't wait to see what I'll discover here.
It would seem luck favors you still, Mr. Aventurine. Fate is truly fascinating, yet cruel. Remember Miss Robin's question? If the Dream Master was after the propagation, why did he have to harm the Glamoth Knight? Years ago, he had already completed this plan, waiting for a Glamoth Knight to enter the dream. Unfortunately, with
Thinking
the
about it more, I
sudden
think
fall of his
if you were to actually
empire,
put any
his hopes
like say
seemed to have
manga
been
character
dashed.
against Mr. Bean, I think the one that would
Just
probably
as
be
the
more fun
Charmony Festival
would
was
be
about to begin, a
Bobobo
descendant of the Glamoth Knights
from
appeared
Bobobo.
and everything began to turn once again. The Dream
And Bobobo
Master
has
was
very
never afraid to
interesting, like
clarify investigation
very
propagation. That was exactly the truth he wanted you to
internally
see.
weird logic, very almost like Toon logic
Wait,
in a way,
is that
where
why you
like
trapped her in the memory zone?
Bobobo
This
can be prepared for
is where
things
the Dream Master
well in
wanted her
advance
to be.
that
And he
didn't
wanted her to think
exist
he'd figured something
until
out,
the moment he
only to
encountered
make
it,
the
but
wrong
somehow he was
decision at the
prepared 2
most
weeks ago.
critical moment.
So,
He's kind of
what
got like that
exactly
type of
is
logic
the
going
Dream
for him.
Master plotting?
It doesn't matter
Or also,
anymore.
like, the more
We
ridiculous
missed our
something is,
chance
the
to
more
stop
powerful
him.
it is.
Even if we catch him in person?
From the very beginning, he never existed anywhere at all. When he attempted to merge with the dreamscape, he transformed himself into 4 primordial divine laws.
He's definitely a gag character, but I don't know if I would call him just a gag character, because sometimes a gag character is somebody who exists as a gag within a more serious setting. He's a gag series. The whole thing is just a cartoon.
We are all mortals, born to love and to suffer.
The first law. As his parting gift, he bestowed it upon Robin, guiding her onto the harmony.
Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like an eagle and make your nest among the stars, I will bring you down from there.
The second law
Like
is the power
talking
he
about like
bestowed
when he was
upon
prepared
me
for
as
stuff.
his
There's like a
collaborator.
time in Bobobo
At the same time,
where a
it
guy
serves as a
created
constraint to ensure I won't act
a pocket
recklessly.
dimension for them to fight in.
And the third law,
Like, it was created then, there, for them to fight in. It did not exist before. And, like, Bobobo had dug and planted traps, like mines or whatever, 2 weeks ago.
How could anything golden abide
In a pocket dimension that did not exist 2 weeks ago.
I haven't seen it myself either. According to him, it was an all-out attack. Like a
Funny
torrent of
series for
fire
people who've
pouring
never
down from
actually
above.
read Bobobo.
And the last one?
The adaptation's okay. I don't
Nobody
think it's as
knows.
good as the
After
manga,
claiming to
though.
be ill
It
and
doesn't do
withdrawn
all
from
of the
public
bits.
view.
And even the
Even
ones
though
it
the
does, it doesn't
constraints
necessarily
remain in
always do
place,
it justice, but
he never
very, very
contacted
funny,
anyone again.
funny series.
Not even me, his collaborator. It's just my theory, but I'm pretty
Basically,
sure
the
I'm
entire point of the series is
By
to
then, he had
kind
finally
of poke
completed
fun
the last law
at, like,
and used it to eliminate
ridiculous
the one
feats in
weakness
power
that
scaling.
exists in any plan. The mastermind himself. The moment the plan was set in motion, Gopher Wood died a martyr's death for the just cause he believed in. And the swarm disaster shall reappear again in the sweet dream. The moment has finally come. Resentful from being deceived. Confused by conflicting memories. Your expression right now is so similar to what I had imagined. Every sigh. I'll try to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes. Advance Gopher Wood's plans, and yes, indeed, I've helped the Stellaron hunters uncover the truth. Don't be too mad. I wasn't a Stellaron hunter back then, but wasn't everything that happened in Penacony the perfect opportunity to join?
You're not a Stellaron hunter now.
Though it wasn't my original intention, I wanted to help her. To keep her from getting caught up in Gopher Wood's schemes and facing such a detestable fate. Alas, I couldn't make it happen. The path your predecessor Rosalina left in the Memoria pushed Firefly towards a new lease on life. Indeed, how could a nameless who walks the path of the Trailblaze leave behind a legacy built on evading destiny? As you can see, he became a martyr, leaving all his power in the 12 hours, like a self-turning hand of time, driving his plans forward. The Order truly is a harsh path. Enna, Gopher Wood, and Sunday, the one you know even better. They all chose to sacrifice themselves for it. But then, something interesting happened. You turned out to be that variable. As Aventurine said, Rosalina's legacy would send dreamers to where they truly yearn to be. For Firefly, that place turned out to be by your side. She revealed her true self to you, reuniting with you as a Stellaron hunter. Then, guided by a history fictionologist, you witnessed the life of the watchmaker Mikhail. It was truly a life worth remembering, worth giving everything for. I would have loved to raise a glass of hello and goodbye to him, just like the one who saw things through to the end, Mr. Gallagher. What a shame I can't do it properly here. Sunday also came here, feigning cooperation, to reveal to you the truth about Penacony. The foundation of the sweet dream, hidden behind the Grand Theater's curtain, was actually a Stellaron. And the true mastermind behind everything was none other than the Dream Master Gopher Wood. But you know now that his words weren't entirely true. What followed was one of the few beautiful memories that Firefly has held onto to this day. In order to win tickets to the Grand Theater,
I like Dahlia's actually telling it in order. Because when we play it, we went on the whole like Scorch Stand stage date with Firefly first, and then it flashed back towards the Sunday fight to us witnessing Mikhail's memories. But obviously the Mikhail memory thing happened first.
Until, following the script, Firefly sent you all to the final stage before departing on her own. In those beautiful moments before that, she experienced the joy of living, yet she still had to face the terror of death. However, you may have noticed that during this period there was a small gap. She and you weren't together the whole time. You returned to a child's dream through a dream bubble left by Mikhail and witnessed his legacy. However, Firefly was not a trailblazer, so she couldn't enter it. While waiting alone, she met her true collaborator, and thus learned that there was more than one legacy in Penacony, and more than one watchmaker.
Did they enter that dream bubble?
That's right. Unfortunately, you won't be able to follow them in so easily, even if you've traveled together as companions. That old man can be so stubborn sometimes. He'd rather have the Nameless be the ones to witness his legacy.
No, I think it's quite romantic. A legacy left in the past will give them the courage to continue walking towards the future. Even if I can't walk alongside them, I'm content in knowing this.
Huh. You're quite like the Nameless. Awkward, but admirably so.
Maybe we can't walk the same path, but...
Passphrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber?
Huh?
Ignore that. Must be some meme. How did it end up here?
Sorry, I want to go check that out real quick. Be right back.
I like the snorkel dolls.
So you're into fluffies, too. You've got taste. Better not wander too far, though.
I liked the whole little bonus section on the... Oh, what is that called? The airship. It has a name. I just have a hard time remembering it because I renamed the airship.
Respond at once.
After the god of trash, or the eon of trash, or whatever.
Because people are afraid to wake up from the dream.
Perfect. I
Identity confirmed.
But like, there was a whole mission where
Agent Mech Tycoon.
Sparkle was gonna
Please
blow it
proceed
up,
to the next rendezvous point.
and we had to go and pick up all the dolls.
For you there.
Is this really necessary?
That was a fun mission.
Gotta stay in character. Follow the instructions, Mech Tycoon. Hello. Please submit identity verification for Agent Ultra Firepower Instinct Star Traveler.
Who?
Mech Tycoon wasn't cool enough, so... So, Miss Sparkle went ahead and changed it.
Masked fool. You shouldn't be here.
Well, someone's been kept in the dark this whole time, completely oblivious to their real body standing right in front of them.
Buddy.
Sparkle is like
Still haven't noticed.
definitionally
That
chaotic
Memo Keeper
neutral,
has already stabbed you in the back once.
where you're like, sometimes she ends up doing something good, sometimes she ends up doing something bad, but her motivation behind whatever she ends up doing is just because it's fun.
Family's omnipotence in this sweet dream. That was my intel. Now you
And if you
are
want her
going
to do
back on
something
your word.
good, all you have to do is like
Your
convince
intel?
her that it'll be fun and entertaining.
Kafka's spirit whisper, my cognition shouldn't be susceptible to distortion. Could things be different now that I'm in a dream? Before heading
And
to
yes,
Pentagon,
technically fun and entertaining mean the same
Silverwolf
thing,
did
but I mean in
tell
the
me
case
to
of
keep
fun
an eye
for
out
her,
anyone asking,
entertaining for others
why
to
does life
watch.
slumber? But as evidence, that's not enough.
Oh, really? Then what if you were to die 3 times in the sweet dream?
Then why is this the first time we're comparing notes?
What else could I do? As a fool, how could I ever catch up to a memo keeper in a dream? Every single time, just when I was about to reach you, poof, she'd vanish with you.
Who exactly is Constance?
She works for the Dream Master, but she definitely has her own agendas. She secretly made a deal with me. She pointed to a nightmare in which all the Dream Master's schemes would be carried out. I've been looking everywhere for you just to give you this spoiler.
A nightmare? What exactly is in it?
Tell you straight up? No way. I went through hell and back for this. Here's the short version. After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown.
That's way too cryptic. I can't trust you.
Please, we're working together. I'm not some lackey. Just because someone else fooled you doesn't mean you get to pin it on me.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Sorry, I'll catch you later. But thanks. At least you brought good news.
Which part was good news?
The best of times.
And now, the Dream Master's plan begins to turn like clockwork. And so too does destiny. What does the Dream Master gain from recreating the Swarm disaster?
Oh, reminds me of the good old days during the War of Gods. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot. I need to retrieve a certain lost item. Otherwise, there's a lady who won't be too pleased. Sorry, but I need to get going.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. This is the land chosen by Gopher Wood to meet disaster. But he doesn't want the swarm to truly surge forth and devour the world. The swarm disaster will be trapped here, and so will you in your weakened state.
Unless a kind memo keeper lends a helping hand, right?
But I can't find a reason. So far, there hasn't been a single case of one of the 10 Stonehearts being killed. It's driving me crazy with curiosity.
Glory above all!
And then
My
Argenti
friends,
shows up out of
the
nowhere.
face of the omen of evil. We must stand
Which I guess he
united
had to.
more than ever. Allow me
Since,
to prove our resolve with my spear and pierce through this darkness.
I think, what was it? Argenti was the one who rescued Adventuring.
Pardon my late introduction. I am Argenti, of the Knights of Beauty, traversing this cosmos to eradicate all that is unsightly in this world. In the name of beauty, the one and only has brought me to this place. Perhaps it is destiny's guidance that led me here. In this dreamscape tainted by the propagation, I shall uphold the name of beauty and clear the path for all of you.
Ah, passing knight. You found just the right person. I am an IPC envoy trapped here. Lend me your aid. For Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Someone's a quick learner. Nothing else to say. This is far too much of a coincidence.
What else is there to say? Would this Sir Knight even listen to us try to reason with him?
No, not at all.
That's the fascinating thing about destiny.
Argenti does
Some
not see
people are
reason, he
just
only sees beauty.
Born lucky. Let them be. We should get moving now.
Where are we going?
To find your dance partner, darling. By an unexpected turn of events, the Dream Master's plan is about to come to fruition. And to deal with him, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony, and fulfilling the long-cherished wishes of Mikhail and our other predecessors.
After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown. It's all over now. So that's how it is. Well then, it's time for me to depart.
They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough. What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Mm-hmm. Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards.
This conversation never
Even though
happened
the
before.
script he gave me only
I don't
had
think.
a few lines,
I don't think she
couldn't
talked
ignore
about the
them.
script here.
Because one of the lines said,
I think it just brought us straight to like
I'll experience death 3 times
the stage
in the land of the dreams.
level.
3 times? This can't be serious.
thing. No, she didn't mention the 3 times thing.
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which
I think this
led
just has
to
added
all subsequent
lines that weren't there
events.
before.
The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. But the death granted to me by the planet of festivities was merciful enough. For my first death, I chose how it would come and what it would change.
But I think the 3 deaths was really just talked about with the airship patch later.
My best to achieve the same outcome.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise,
That's when they really went into it.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death.
May we meet again in reality.
Is this the place where the Dream Master executes all his schemes?
Or perhaps it's the place where he'll find redemption.
Dream Master?
No. Just one of his divine laws.
Don't think I'll let my guard down. I know your true nature. Whatever your goal is, I will stop you.
No need to be so tense, Miss Firefly. I am but a thought, formed from memory. Feel free to strike me if you wish to verify this. But his actions aren't baseless. There's a reason for my presence here.
Please continue.
Thank you for your openness. I'm equally unaware of the Dream Master's malicious plans. But he's been waiting for your arrival. That Glamoth Knight he killed with his own hands, through me. He hopes to restore justice for her. And you, her friend, are meant to witness it.
Justice?
Indeed. I'm quite familiar with this place, and can guide you. This has its own significance for you, too. Witnessing his confession is tantamount to unveiling his crimes.
I don't need your guidance to get this done.
But you need someone to decipher the truth. Force alone won't solve anything.
It's not like you'll stop here if I refuse. Lead the way. But I'll be keeping my eye on you. What is this place?
Oak Manor. Once part of the Dewlight Pavilion. Before becoming the Dream Master, he used to hold family councils here. But it's been abandoned for years now, sinking into the primordial memory zone.
Okay. First off, let me get this away. Because I hate those things. I think we're going to start wrapping up here. Do you have enough energy pulls? Yeah, we got like 2 pulls. Just because we have this entire dungeon ahead, and we're coming close to when I would like to stop, so I think we'd rather just stop here than later. And maybe we'll get back to this either tomorrow or Monday. Don't know when. Either tomorrow or Monday, depending how things go. But I will be on the Vomitorium Live tonight. It is scheduled. You can find it on the channel. You can hit that notification if you want to be reminded for it. So 11 Central is like 12 Eastern, whatever. Midnight on the East Coast. 9 on the West. Get your hour of talk show discussion from me. And then we'll get back to this some other time. So thank you guys for watching. And I will catch you all